Does everyone have the...
That's actually staying. That wasn't a joke.
Is it in frame?
What, Dobby?
It's just horrifying.
He's right in the middle. He's right
He's
fucking smack bang.
Yeah, he's
center.
fine.
Worst family photo ever.
Amazing.
Very proud.
With
of
Dobby's
myself. Yeah.
face superimposed into the background. Just looking across going,
If you want him out of the shot.
No, this.
I thought you were proud. This is our creation.
I hate that so much. I can't express to you how much I hate that. Hey guys, welcome back to the Arthritis Podcast, official podcast of digital and creative media works, where each week we take something from pop culture, try to break it down to better understand it. My name is David.
hi. Hi, David. How's it going?
Every fucking time. This is Ben,
Hello.
who refuses to do the intro properly. This week, we've got kind of, it's the end of the year extravaganza. We've got too many people on the microphones, too many people on the cameras.
We're outnumbered this year.
Yeah,
So
I know.
many
There's
fucking
a lot of
people out here.
We've grown in numbers, so I'm just going to go around and we'll do some quick introductions. So we've got Laura,
Hello.
returning guest, also regular host, Pat, normally sits behind the desk. Then we've got Aaron,
What's up?
academic tarot, who you'll all be very familiar with, and then Maddie as well,
G'day.
joining us. I'm sure to offer us all some hot takes on what was the best things of 2019.
Shit, I've just looked at your list and...
Yeah, well, don't
damn it.
peek. I feel like I need a screen divider. There you go.
Yeah, that'll work.
So as we do every single year, we go through the best stuff of the year and we talk about it. It's really weird not looking at you. This is a really weird setup for me.
It's weird because
This
you
doesn't-
keep looking like
I don't know
that
where to,
direction,
well,
even though the
normally that's how I look at
camera's
you.
there.
Yeah, I keep looking at you.
Keep looking at the camera, dude.
I'm like, where's Ben?
Yeah.
Dobby.
Yeah, I apologize.
This is our new,
Dobby.
this is our new staff member, Dobby.
Yeah.
Close up, please. Thank you. Thank you.
Aaron, could you maybe get the mic on him and hit his chest and see if we can get some nice action on that?
It's like right in the
Reach
middle.
deep.
A bit further up,
Reach deep. Woof.
He's not free anymore. He's working for us.
Sorry about that, Adam. Wherever you are editing this right
You
now.
can cut that out.
Somewhere in Northern Ireland, he just cursed and threw something across the room. Let's get right into it. It's going to be a big, beefy one. So, as always, we go through the categories. Everyone gives us kind of a rough outline of what their best of that category is. Quick explanation. If it's a really bad take, feel free to jump in and argue. We got a lot to get through. I'm just going to run through the categories first, and then we'll get started. So, much like last year, best film, best podcast, best TV series, best web show / YouTuber, best music album, best video game, best indie game, and then the surprise category this year, because we were always throwing something weird and fun, is best thing that wasn't made by Disney.
Good luck.
Because it's fucking hard. It's not a
Yeah.
Warner Brothers, dog. Like, yeah, it's one of the two companies. Okay, let's do best film. Let's start with the easy one. I feel like this is pretty... Most people can come at this one pretty soft, I hope. Unless... Did anyone pick Tarantino? Okay, we'll get to it. So, best film. Let's go around this way. So, Laura, what you got?
I didn't actually watch a lot of films this year, so I was just kind of looking through lists, but I ended up going with Pokemon Detective Pikachu.
Okay.
Yeah, that did come out this year.
I keep forgetting that was a film that came out that happened.
Damn. Yeah.
I
forgot about that one.
until I looked it up, and I was like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, like they did do another Pokemon one, huh? Yeah, you seem to really enjoy that for reasons I'll never understand.
It's a good.
Both of y'all.
It's a decent. Film.
I don't know, man.
It's an okay film.
Yeah, I guess.
It had
What?
heart, okay?
It had heart. Okay,
It
is
had
that
Pikachu.
That's your top selling point? I don't know. It didn't suck. Like, amazing. Yeah, I realized we didn't see many films. I was looking through the
We did
the
not.
catalog.
There's a lot. We didn't see a lot of things this year.
Yeah, it just all seemed
I think this year was just kind of slow.
Yeah, it's nothing was good. Nothing was
Yeah,
grabbing my
we'll get
attention.
into that though.
Pat, what you got?
I'm the same way. I didn't watch much shit this year, but what I did watch was Parasite, which is great.
Okay,
Holy
do
shit.
tell.
Yes.
Very
Okay,
simple film.
Aaron. Give me the top level. What you got?
Yeah, it's a very simple film. Like, it kind of just your standard filmmaking, just done to an extremely professional and competent level. And like, I don't know, just don't know what more to say about it. It's just
What's the give me the one sentence premise. Like, what's the...
oh well, it's just about a family, struggling to survive like in their social class. But in the end, to me, that doesn't really matter at all. It's just a really well told story. It's how they tell it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
always
yeah.
is. Absolutely. Execution. Yeah, love it. Excellent. Okay, Maddie, what do you got?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
God fucking damn
my
it. Okay,
course,
we're
there's
back at
gotta be one.
Tarantino. There's always
Yeah, there's
one.
always
There's
one.
always going to be one.
My 10 favorite films are Tarantino's 10 films. It was always going to be the way.
Yeah, I know.
My apologies.
Cool.
Top 10
No, that's
films,
our fault.
just
We did invite you.
Tarantino's
That's
10
on us. I completely understand. What? Why?
It's not. No, yeah, it's
No,
not a
it's-
bad
I
film.
liked it.
I
It's
liked it.
Funny
Yeah.
and there's blood.
It's true.
Well, there's blood once you get past the 2-hour 45-minute
Yeah,
mark.
at the last
There's
5
blood.
minutes. Yeah.
Tarantino took sort of a Wes Anderson-y take on this one. There's a lot of symmetry. The cinematography is really beautiful. And there's just that, like, it pleases the autistic crowd. Like, everything's nice and even and symmetrical, and I like that. So
It's
a
I like
lot of
how-
the roaming shots, and his shots are just getting longer and longer each film.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that element of it.
I think he's growing in confidence with that stuff for sure, and they're just letting him do more of it. Plus, I liked all the feet in this one.
Plus, it
They
was,
really-
Yeah, that's a new take for Tarantino. Feet,
Yeah,
huh?
they really let him go off the rails with it. So
I thought
it's good.
I thought Brad Pitt was really good in it as well.
Yeah,
It's,
can
like,
we talk about how
easily one of
everyone in
his
this
best
film is
roles.
extremely good looking? Or are we just
Well,
not
no,
gonna-
apart from
Well,
that,
it's
but
Hollywood.
like
It's a love letter to Hollywood.
Yeah, I know.
it was just like it
Not
just
jealous at all. It's
like all the roles were just like really well done
absolutely.
in the film. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's
You
good.
look like Paul Giamatti. It's great. He's a star.
You can be a star too, David.
Thanks, guys. That's fine. Aaron, what have you got? Segue us out of that incredible drive-by. Jesus Christ. Hey, Adam, can I see a picture of Paul Giamatti, please? Yeah. Right next to my old face.
Best film 2019 for me is Jordan Peele's Us.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it. The soundtrack to that film is fucking incredible.
It's real good.
For those of you who don't remember Us,
Or who didn't see it.
it's about a family that discovers a group of subterranean dwelling clones of themselves
But-
Yes.
living on
Yeah.
the west coast of the United States of America.
Mm-hmm.
I must have played that soundtrack through 10 or 12 times
Extremely good.
just in the shower.
Exclusively in
it's
the
a
shower.
shower.
Okay,
it's a
we need
shower
to talk
track.
about that
track.
off camera, but like, you got to do what you got to do, man. That's okay.
And the Lupita Nyong'o is awesome,
Yep.
obviously. But it's, I don't know, it's a good next film to his prior.
I agree. We haven't done an episode on it yet, but we should at some point because there's a lot of baked-in imagery in that film that I'm not convinced works, but it's an interesting attempt.
Yeah.
something that
I mean,
he's trying to do.
his intentions were really vague. Like, he came out afterward. He was just like, Jordan Peele saying that he won a movie that anybody could take anything from at the very end.
Good.
Which is
Yeah.
like the weakest aspect of the film.
So you
but
know how
the-
artists, like, one of the requirements is that you have opinions about stuff? Cool. Thanks, Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
Nice.
But you know, standout movie. Anyway.
Agreed. All right, Ben, what do you got?
The same as you, John Wick 3.
God damn, yes. Okay, you gonna peek at my notes all class?
No, it's the only
It's
one.
gonna
I think
you
that-
gonna steal my answers?
Yeah, it's a good film.
It's so good.
I wouldn't say it's so good.
Well, it was the only film that I came out of where I just came
Yeah.
out bubbling. I was
Just
like, that was really
it was the
fun.
only film this year that I came out. I was like, yeah, it was a good film.
Did we see that together?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
It
We
was
just both
weird.
came out.
There were a lot of like middle-aged men in that cinema.
It was the one film we went to this year where it was exclusively middle-aged white guys. It was a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good film. It's
yeah.
good action.
Really
It's John
good.
Wick 3. It's like it progresses the world as well,
Yeah.
which I think is really cool. I'm excited for where they're going to go with it.
I just want to see a bunch of like spin-off novella style standalone stories in this world.
Yeah, they've tried to do that with some of the games, and it does not work.
No, it does not.
So
You play that isometric one where you
I've come very close, and I looked at it and went, nah, it's not for me.
my finger slipped and I bought it on my iPhone.
On your
Yeah. Anyway.
manage that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's Apple's game service, regardless. But yeah, I completely agree. Really fun film, philosophically interesting without beating you over the head with it. Plus, you get to watch Keanu Reeves do his thing on the big
Beat people
screen
over
for
the
2
head
hours.
with.
That's
things.
funny.
Yeah.
One of my favorite thing about that film is in the theater, watching it with people. Like when it came out, everyone was laughing at all the
Yeah, and like
you
it
know,
wasn't obnoxious where like
No.
you watch a Marvel and every time someone
Nah.
speaks, you want to just
dude.
throw them
I
out
wanted
the
to gouge
cinema.
my eyes out after Captain
Whereas like
Marvel.
John Wick, it's part of the
Brutal.
experience, just having a goof at how fucking ridiculous it is.
It was good stuff.
a good goof.
Damn. Well, I feel like you've said all the good stuff about it. But
I have,
also-
so let's go to the next
but
category,
I
David.
also liked it. Okay, so best podcast.
No one cares about your opinion, David.
Fine, it's fine. It's fine. Adam's probably gonna edit me out of the whole show. Like it'll just be he'll
This is
mark
a
me
picture
out.
of Paul Giamatti's face, honestly. Like,
Please don't. Next category is best podcast. This was one that we didn't include until last year because all y'all didn't really listen to podcasts.
I still don't.
Ironically, we make one. I was like, you guys gotta get your shit
You
together.
don't have to listen to podcasts to make a podcast.
That's true. Okay, let's do. I guess the same order. It makes sense to me. I'm kind of
Sure.
I feel like I'm buried
Let's
in that
go.
pipe now. Laura, what you got?
Well, I may have reached my final form. This was one that I got recommended by my sister. This one was a romance novel podcast called Hot and Bothered.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Can we give you a sorry? Tell me more.
Basically, so the premise of the podcast is that this woman got a bunch of her friends together and like asked them each to write a romance novel. And every week she talks to a different friend about their experience writing it and the tropes they chose and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, that sounds super dope.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's not what I was expecting.
Meta clitlet.
Platelet.
Jesus Christ.
you would actually speak into the microphone.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
just be in the background.
Yeah.
We just have to audio boost that.
Actually, yeah. Can we get
Yeah.
a clean take of that right into the mic, Maddie?
Yeah.
So just like meta clitlet.
Cool. That's gonna be a whole slow zoom, I imagine.
Yeah.
Amazing. Good pick, Laura. I love it. Patrick, my boy, what you got for me?
All right. Well, I don't listen to many podcasts, but what I do listen to is Wisecrack Show Me the Meaning.
Ah, it's so good.
It is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The correct answer was Art for Artists, but that's pretty good. 'cause
Well,
it's
it's a close second.
I don't
Yeah.
listen to many podcasts.
Yeah.
But the one I do is
No
Art
one
for
has
Artists.
that as their favorite
Oh,
podcast.
shit.
No, that would be like, that'd be weird. I'd
Show-
be like, what's wrong with you?
Show Me the Meaning's pretty similar to what we do, though.
It is. There's the guys that host it. They're like actual philosophers, like they have degrees in
Yes.
philosophy and stuff. So they're super articulate. Like, yeah, they sometimes make some stretches, but most of the time,
We would
Philosophy.
never do that.
Oh, no. Oh,
which
what
is the
amateurs.
essence of like story analysis and stuff, you know. But like, I fuck with what they're saying.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you like the show, you fucking love that show. Like it's exactly.
But please come back. Don't just leave. And
Hey, listen to both. This is better. It's fine. Okay, Maddie, what you got?
Fun or political?
Either
We're all
both
friends
and
here.
or all. This feels like a threat. I feel like this feels like a threat now. What?
Well, no. Okay, I'll go Spirits podcast. A boozy dive into mythology, folklore, and history.
Okay.
So it's hosted by my favorite mythology lesbians. One's actually married to a dude, but it's just a funny way of
Still
saying
counts.
it. It's on the Multitude channel,
Uh-huh.
or part of them. But like, they sort of lost me for a little while. They've started doing themed episodes and monthly, like. The urban legend stuff is really tiresome. That's not why I'm there. I just want to hear why, like, Zeus is the ultimate fuckboy, or like
Okay.
gender bending the gods. How many times did Loki change genders? And like, he actually gave birth as a woman to
Yeah.
The horse that Odin rides and stuff. But then they got
Yeah. Did you not? What? You've seen Marvel. You know how Thor.
yeah
it's
no.
A, it's a
So
long
there was
story.
this like
okay.
we don't have time.
No,
he's trying
we
to
really
he's
don't.
trying to fool a builder. So obviously turn into a mare and get fucked by a horse. Loki logic.
Cool. What else do you do? Duh. What
Nah,
was the
makes
political one out of
perfect sense.
interest as a drive-by?
Behind the Bastards. We'll talk about it with my favorite book.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, no, they fucking got me back again this year because their guests were really great. They got Garth Nix on.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just like this girl that's been
Jeez.
reading Garth Nix since she was 14.
That just
Yeah.
never leaves
Mega
his
fan.
house. How did they get Garth?
She's just a mega fan and just kept going like, "Hey man, please come and talk to me about
Yeah. Can we get Garth? Like,
Can we? Yeah,
you
can we?
kidding?
Is that an open invitation?
Matthew I once pitched Patrick Rothfuss and I was laughed out of the room. It's fine. Amazing. That's okay. Sounds like I want to check that out, to be completely honest.
Jeez.
That sounds better than this.
David, you're
Sorry.
really not doing good in this segment. You need to chill it.
Shitting on it pretty hard. I'm sorry, man. We just met.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay, Aaron, what you got?
I only listen to 2 podcasts.
Is this one of them?
The AFA is one of them.
Actually,
Okay.
I know he listens to the show because every now and then he messages me about our bad takes.
Oh, good.
And he's like, "I
AFA
disagree
is
with
one
your
of them,
opinions."
and my favorite podcast of this year is Real Fantasy Encounters, shouting out my own podcast.
Boo! It's pretty good though.
It's okay.
I like to point out we
It's-
collectively maxed out. We collectively peaked.
Yeah, like everything
Yeah.
peaked. Everything was just in the red.
The audio
then.
wave on the right screen is like,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm shouting. I'm shouting at my own podcast.
I'm so sorry, Adam.
I love it to bits.
It's
Season
really good.
season 1 is good. Season 2 is even better. We just like.
holy shit!
own podcast.
Are you good?
Hey, you gotta be truthful. You gotta be truthful.
Hey,
Everyone knows. Everyone knows within the team.
It's really good.
Yeah, because we were babies. We were babies when we did season 1. Now we are.
Yeah, I would like to.
Now we are boy children. Like
Season 2 is significant. Like, it's incredible. I really did. I'm enjoying it so
Yeah.
far. I'm really far behind, but
That's
I'm really
okay.
enjoying it.
most people are.
Yeah, there's a lot to get through. It's fantastic. It's basically just each season is like a standalone kind of It's
Pretty well.
not D&D, but role playing.
Yeah. It's an actual play podcast. Season 1 we play Scum and Villainy, which is a science fiction bounty hunting tabletop role playing game, and season 2 is our foray into Masks, which is powered by the Apocalypse system, which has been so good.
I hear that
It's-
people don't want you to change out of it. That's how
No, yeah. Like the people really want us to keep playing Masks.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's really
yeah,
fun.
it's great.
It's really fun.
I will say, I didn't cry at the end of season 1. Not at all. Didn't.
I cried.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Didn't get emotional at all. Ben, great.
I listened to one podcast and it's AFA, the best. No, I'm kidding. No, I don't listen to podcasts much at all.
Do you actually? I have a question while we're on it. Do you listen to this show? Because it's weird when you're on it. Because I always forget what we talk about. Until I do the scrub throughs
very
with Adam.
occasionally.
Yeah,
Very occasionally.
I went back and listened to some.
And normally not the whole thing. Although no,
because we had a
we were
morning,
talking
didn't we?
about. Yeah, we were. I've watched the entirety of like our first 5 episodes, and I fucking hate them.
They're so bad.
They're so bad. Anyway, no, my choice is this podcast called Risky Business. It's
That was a bit. You don't think we do a good?
That was a bit.
Okay. What's Risky Business?
It's a sort of infosec podcast. They mainly do like news, and they'll sort of talk about what's going on in like the infosec world, which is just like what company's been breached this week.
Okay.
And it's a bit like, it's not too pretentious, like, and you can, even though it is just like a news podcast, they do kind of go into like the effects of things and like how things can happen, and actually talk about like sort of the technical details of how these breaches occur.
Is it kind of like Reply All adjacent? Or more like Vox
It's
or something?
more Vox. It's not really Reply All. Like Reply All does a really good job of like bringing people into their space, whereas this is just like, if you're not into infosec, you will not enjoy it.
If you don't care about how data breaches occur, and
Yeah,
where it goes in
it's
the
literally
darknet,
it's
you're not
literally
gonna-
like one of the only podcasts I've been watching, so I figured I'd shout them out. Plus, they're Australian, so I mean,
Hey,
part of
get
the
it.
family.
Yeah. This isn't my favorite podcast, but I got to give him a spruik. Weird but Wonderful, James's podcast.
I was gonna choose them because I have listened to them as well.
I'm on it sometimes.
I wasn't gonna say it because you're on it.
Yeah, I'm on it sometimes. It is incredible. It's one of my favorite podcasts.
Your episode about the Quora, where
Oh
you
my
mentioned
God.
that you have to cut
Yes.
the rope game. That was fucking funny because I know exactly what that game is. and
Yes.
my God,
I don't know how to describe the podcast. Basically, it's an exploration into like
weird but wonderful.
into the strange minds of people doing strange things, all about trying to work out what makes people tick. It's hosted by my friend James, and it is one of my favorite things that he's done. It's incredible. And the advice episodes that we do are some of my favorite recordings, so definitely go check it out. My favorite podcast of the year, my best podcast, was Waypoint Radio, which is by the guys over at Vice Games, previously Waypoint. It is a bit like this. It's just a bunch of people yelling at each other at microphones, but they are just the biggest video game nerds ever, and it's like a bunch of like a really inclusive space where they just talk about games in a way that no one else is talking about them. If you like this show, you'll like it. Highly recommend it. They talk about football sometimes, so if that puts you off.
No, I'm fucking.
If sports scares you, then
Soccer or football?
like American football.
Oh, gridiron.
Yeah. NFL.
No. Gridiron.
Grid. So what? I don't know what the national. Yep, gridiron. The ones where they throw the ball and then they tackle them.
Where they're all wearing big old.
They got big helmets and
Yeah,
big old
all the
armor,
stuff.
big pads. Yeah.
They all
That
get
one.
they all get concussions.
They get
Yeah, that
concussions.
one.
It's real bad. Yeah, so definitely go check out Waypoint Radio. Thoroughly recommend. I'll get the best TV series category coming up next. This one,
It's hard because it's fuck all.
it's hard because not a lot of great stuff came out.
Hot take.
There's fuck all going on
Yeah,
in TV.
we
In series these
we
days.
did. I was thinking about it the other day. We did a lot of
Right.
video games this year.
It was great. What a great year for video games.
Really good year for video games. Anyway, Laura, what do you got? Best TV series. Hit me with it.
Good Omens.
Good Omens. Good choice.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's fine, I got it back up.
Okay. Okay. I was thinking you might be scooping that out from some people's feet.
I mean,
It's a great fucking
it's
TV
kind
show.
of probably one of the only TV series I've seen this year.
You guys you are allowed to just pile onto Good Omens.
like,
Yeah,
that is
it's
fine.
fine.
We can all
Yeah,
pile onto Good Omens. That's
Literally my wet dream, and someone
I mean,
made it.
David Tennant and Michael Sheen. What's not to like?
Also, with the red
Well,
hair,
I
can we
mean,
talk
don't
about
forget
that?
the dude from Mad Men. He's up in
John
there.
Hamm,
Oh
he's
my
up in there
God.
doing his
Yeah.
good acting on screen. Yeah, he's in a suit. It's looking very
Yes.
dapper. Yeah,
No,
a bunch of pretty
there's nothing
people.
more that I can say about it except that someone took it directly from my brain
Okay.
and put it on a screen.
Well, I guess thank Neil Gaiman. I don't know, like he was the one that was like, "Hey, you guys should make this," and then he was the executive producer. So like,
Well, it was also Pratchett. It was like his dying wish.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, because they
was,
wrote
like,
it
the
together.
whole thing, and
yeah,
so
yeah.
there was an empty seat in the theater when they were
Oh,
premiering it.
Oh,
I know.
no.
Sorry, everyone.
Oh, thanks, Maddie. Killing the vibe.
So rough.
Oh my
Who's cutting
god.
onions?
Oh. Yeah, it's a really good TV show. I'm
Can't
just
slam us
sad.
now like that. God damn.
It's really good.
Okay,
yeah.
What about a joke about Pratchett to cheer you up?
Yeah, what do you got?
Well, when he found out he had Alzheimer's, he said, "Great, I can read my own books."
I'm gonna use
Genuinely.
I'm gonna use that when I inevitably lose my mind. That's pretty good.
That's really funny.
I love that. Yeah, no, I probably did what you did, and I basically like binged it in 2 days. So I had like a mental health day from work, and I was like, I feel terrible.
God.
What am I gonna do?
I wish.
Yeah, I just watched Good Omens. It's pretty good. Yeah, honestly, like one of the best things ever made. I'm not sold on the conclusion and the way that they put it together, but pretty good otherwise. Is that the wind? That's spooky.
It was a horse.
Because it's a horse door. Okay, what do we got? Best TV series, Pat, what you got?
Well, if I did watch Good Omens, I'm sure that would have been my favorite one. As like I had so many shit I was meant to watch this year, like Watchmen and like the Righteous Gemstones and stuff. I didn't watch any of that. What I did watch was like Rick and Morty.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Don't. No, we were going so well.
Patrick.
Yeah, I know. We have to leave. We can't, we're not legally
You
allowed to talk about
you
Rick and Morty.
understand Rick and Morty?
Are you going to do that
I
right
wish-
now?
Hang on a minute. Wait a
bracket of high IQ people that understand.
you don't get it. It's because you don't get it. Okay, the podcast is cancelled. Sorry, guys. It's fine. You're allowed to like Dan Harmon's writing. He's a genius.
But you're not allowed
to like it, but
You're not allowed to say
I like
Rick
to
and
watch
Morty.
intelligent stuff. Is what you're about to say, wasn't
Oh.
it? Yeah.
Okay.
No, I-
It's really good, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It's great. He's super witty. And you know what? Like, I know it's not a very popular opinion here, but genuinely is like a great TV show.
Yeah, well, I really.
No,
like
it is good.
We
We're
really
just
like it.
not
It's
allowed
just-
to. We're just
we
not allowed
just-
to talk about
we
it.
fucking talk about it every week.
Talk about it all
It's
the time.
agonizing.
Yeah.
It's I can't do an episode without talking about Rick and Morty or Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Like it is just people are
We
so mad at
we
me.
nearly had an Well, I was like, surely Rick and Morty won't come up in this episode.
We did so well.
We did pretty well.
No, it is a really good TV show.
We're not
Dan-
blaming you, but
Yeah, we were actually talking about it before. Like Dan Harmon is one of those writers that like will just continue to excel. He's a bit of a perfectionist. Actually, speaking of Dan Harmon, have you listened to his podcast, Harmontown?
I have not.
Highly recommend if you're interested in his writing. It's
right.
really good.
Yeah,
there you
we
go.
got fans.
Got some fans over here.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, Harmon Quest though.
Yeah.
Let's Quest, baby. It's a
Yeah.
that's a banger. The new season's out. So good.
Just
really?
Favorite show is Game of Thrones, baby.
Got him.
You're up next.
That was funny because it's bad. I assume. Yeah. Yeah. What you got, Matt?
Oh, TV show.
TV show, best one.
Oh, mate. All right, so
That felt like a threat.
it is in a way. So I've never been on this show before or any show before, but I'm just gonna shout out my favorite TV show of all time, and it is Forged in Fire. This is a reality TV show, which is sort of like an MKR situation. 4 bladesmiths enter the forge. One emerges victorious,
Oh
my
my
friend.
god! So
Well-
it's like Battle to the Death, Master Chef.
Yeah, but they're making knives instead of steak.
What?
Yes! So they're all.
What do you mean?
They're blacksmiths. They enter the forge. They get given like a Toyota to fucking pull apart. They're like, oh yeah, man, the piston is gonna have some high carbon steel that we can.
What do you
like,
talk? What do you mean they give them a car?
Yeah, they tear apart the car, take the metal from it, make it really hot, change the shape of it, and turn it into a knife.
Is it always cards or is it something different every week?
No, something different every week. It's themed. So they had to make a
is a
sign
great
for
idea for-
Halloween.
This is a great idea for a TV
It's the
show.
History Channel, my dude.
So Fortune Fire is really cool.
Holy shit.
Except the moment they start, like, you know how to
Wait,
do
you
the
know
cutting.
Fortune and Fire?
Oh yeah, I know Fortune Fire. Yeah.
yeah.
The moment they start like using the weapons, I just fucking turn off. I
Oh,
just
like
can't
the
handle it.
fat white
That's
dude.
the
It's
best-
just I
that's
just
the
can't
best
handle
part.
it.
So okay,
It's
so there's
so bad.
so there's weapon testing, Dave, right?
It's
so there's
so
this weapon
bad.
testing because
Well, how do you know if the knives are good if you don't test them?
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So critical fail sometimes. They like just
just
slam a
shatter.
sword into a shield and
Yeah.
it breaks in half, and they're like, "Go the fuck home."
Wait, isn't that what shields are supposed to do though?
No.
Yeah,
Not
but
to
a good sword.
A good sword won't do that. Yeah.
Okay.
But every now and then you get Doug Markida, knife specialist.
Okay, you said that like it was a name I should know. I was like, Doug who?
Kid.
Okay. And what is he? What is?
So
what,
every now and then you just get him like he's got a fucking Zweihander and he's just cutting a pig in half.
Adam, can we get some footage of that? Because
Is-
I need to see that. in
He's
the
the
edit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
He's the cold
No,
steel
he's
guy,
got like
isn't
the
he?
Scottish Claymore just fucking cutting a
So
pig
wait,
in half.
is he just okay? Because is he just into Dark Souls? Like, what's his deal? Because
Oh no, he invented a new martial art combining like a bunch of Filipino styles that are aggressive, not defensive, and specialize in edge weaponry.
you've watched his show a lot, haven't you?
There are 7 years of it.
I won't get.
Okay.
I won't get into my opinions of
Yeah, let's
people
not.
like
We can-
him
Fight me.
or,
He-
or
what a-
people
now.
who use
Yeah,
swords in that
don't
way.
start.
But
He-
we'll
that-
just no.
start.
Yeah.
Ben,
We've
Ben,
only just met, so
Ben-
we won't get into that yet.
I like you so far.
for some context, Ben knows how to use swords
I've
correctly.
been doing
Thank-
historical
historical ones.
European martial arts for the past like 4 years.
So have you seen Fortune and Fire Knife or Death? The spin-off
I've
series?
no, I've only seen sort of like clips
God.
of it of them making, and like even with like some people who have made swords that we use have gone onto the show. Like that's mostly my sort of exposure to the show. Is that like I know
Cool.
some of the swordsmiths who make our swords go onto
Right.
the show, do quite well, and
Alright,
then go.
You and I are gonna talk when this is done.
All right, all right.
Okay. Moving quickly along, because I feel like
Yeah.
I'm gonna get stabbed
Yeah,
in my
yeah.
sleep. Arm, what have you got?
So look, television. There isn't a lot of opportunity for me to watch television. When I'm not lying on my bed staring at the ceiling, doing nothing.
Yeah.
I might watch some TV
By that you
occasionally.
mean I assume working hard on the manuscripts. And,
when I'm not
and your
lying at the
novels.
ceiling.
Oh, okay.
And that puss.
Okay, we have to.
Oh wow.
All right, drinks up, people.
What's your favorite TV show, Aaron?
Sorry.
We'll get you back on the show. Huh? Yeah.
We'll figure it away.
It's
Yeah.
not gonna replace me with you. At this rate. Fuck. Shit. Can you? How good are you at reading Google Scholar? Because if you can do that, you're basically better than me as a host. What have you got, Aaron?
Okay, so my like one thing that I am paying attention to at the moment is the His Dark Materials series
Yes.
put out by the BBC in partnership with HBO.
Are you being paid by them? That was very specific.
Yep, yeah. Watch it every week on I watch it through someone's Plex account. Like that's how engaged I
For
am.
their what?
Plex.
A totally
I don't.
legitimate media server.
I don't want
Service,
to turn
I
this
could just give
into
you
an
my Foxtel
advertisement.
login. Sorry,
yeah.
keep going.
No, okay. So like
Give me my IBC login.
the everyone's offering me these logins right now.
Just
Okay,
drowning
I'm
in
fine.
logins.
I'm watching media. Like no.
Based on Philip Pullman's novels.
Yes.
Yes.
His Dark Materials
Yes.
series. And right now they're in the throes of the Golden Compass and a little bit of the Subtle Knife as well, which is really weird.
What do you
like,
mean?
um,
Like structurally, how?
yeah, my recollection of the first novel is that it didn't deal at all with the world that we inhabit as
No,
people. The
it doesn't even
real
touch
world.
on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the series has an A and B plot, where the A plot is the Golden Compass, and the B plot is kind of the Subtle Knife, where there is an agent from Lyra's world, who belongs to the Magisterium, like hunting down someone from Lyra's world who has infiltrated
In
our
our
real
world.
world. Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
And yeah, it's looking good. And I'm excited to keep keep watching it. I hope it keeps up because like the acting in it so far has been phenomenal.
They got the Hamilton guy.
They do
Lin-Manuel
this
Miranda.
they do this amazing thing where obviously the demons are all CGI and so thinking like watching the show, you can actively think about the actors, just staring at each other with purpose, that their souls are fighting, if that makes sense. Like there's one actress who is looking down at Lyra, like stares at her with these daggers in her eyes, and like Lyra's like writhing around the floor while the two demons fight one another. But all that woman is doing is staring, and so the framing of the world is very nice.
Yeah, just some big
Yeah.
acting, staring to the middle distance,
and
look
it's got that really nice BBC charm to it. It's that like weird, uncanny
bit shit.
valley.
See, Ben, what's your favorite TV series?
It's BoJack Horseboy.
Is it
'cause
season 6
I
part 1?
think it is season 6. part one.
Interesting.
Solid.
I think just it's gonna be like until it's
Yeah.
done. Like it's always gonna be BoJack.
Well, you made fun of me last year for picking it because we watched it because you picked series
Well, what did
Unfortunate
I
Events
pick?
last year.
Yeah. Well, to be fair,
Which came out season 3 came out this year, January.
Really?
That show, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I need to watch that.
Early.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
completely missed that. Anyway,
No, we did a whole episode on it. Anyway, we watched the whole thing. We did an episode on
I
it.
do
You
not
did.
at
You didn't
all-
watch it with
yeah.
me. I haven't seen it. Yet.
I completely forgot that. Yeah, no, still BoJack. I'm not changing my answer.
No, that's a good answer.
I just like that. When that show ends, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life once a year in September.
I assume I'll be
um,
fixed. Like when it ends, I guess.
I hope it fixes me.
Well,
Because at this rate, it's not doing a very
is
good
it
job.
just gonna like solve my instinct? Like,
been
am I just gonna?
s-
We're
it's
gonna
been
get to
6
the end of it,
seasons.
and we're like, well, now I'm a rational thinking adult again. Like, I don't know.
I mean, we did a whole episode on it.
Yeah,
I
go
don't
check
think
that episode out.
Yeah, I don't think I need to repeat
No,
why
I
it's
know.
good.
But
it's
it's
just good.
incredible. My best TV series just came out was Upright, Tim Minchin's new TV show.
You mentioned
It
this,
is
Oh, wait, it's actually good?
really good. Yeah. I would say that it's not. It's the kind of thing that that's going to sound so hipster. I'm gonna get an email about this one, but it's something that a critic would not necessarily enjoy because it's not really a TV show. It's more of a slice of just travel life. Like it's not really structured in a particular way, but it's beautifully written. It's beautifully shot. It's beautifully acted, and it has this sense of heart to it that I think is only possible with particular types of Australian media that somehow capture like what it is to be Australian without being waltzing Matilda fiction. It's really good. The ending's kind of weird and a bit too like lovey-dovey, but I've thoroughly enjoyed it and I only cried twice. So for me,
Right,
that's
so like Australian media is something that I think a lot of Australians struggle with, myself included. It feels so forced, some of it.
it's because a lot of the time I think they try to make it about Australia instead of being about something else. This is
Yeah,
a show
so,
that
like-
isn't about Australia. It's just set.
It's like, please like me.
Yes.
I thought that was great. So this is sort of along that vein. It's actually okay to watch.
Exactly. It feels like a TV show, not about something that's being like, hey, we're Australian. That's the gimmick. Like, it really is just a genuine... it's more about music than
We're
anything
looking
in
at
trauma.
you, Chris Lilly.
What, so you mean the film Australia
Oh.
isn't a good film?
We have not said the name
The
Chris
film-
Lilly on this fucking podcast
Ever.
for years.
No, we've never said it.
Because we don't support people like that. Fuck, I haven't thought about Chris Lilly in a long time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We're looking directly at you, Chris Lilly, when we say Australian media that doesn't make Australians uncomfortable.
Somewhere in a corner, he's being a bit racist and a bit sexist. Anyway.
Classic.
Fuck, man, that guy's a loose unit. Yeah, no, really recommend it. It's one of it's like 6 or 7 episodes. I recommend just kind of watching it in a few days. Really incredible TV show. One of my favorites, I think, like up there with BoJack. I cried as much in this as I did in BoJack.
Maybe
so.
I should watch it. And get
I
some
think you'll really
feelings.
enjoy it. Yeah,
Right.
you'll have some feels. Okay, next category is best web show / YouTuber. The / YouTuber thing was integrated about 2 years ago when someone, wasn't me, complained that it was not a broad enough category. So if you don't watch YouTube, it can just be a web show, web series, thing that exists that is created for online consumption that isn't put through your regular media channels. What have you got, Laura? Take it away.
I mean, YouTube is my regular media channel.
Yeah, we're all a bunch of big old nerds. We mostly watch YouTube. Yeah.
Well, I'm going with Bon Appetit, specifically the Gourmet Makes series.
What is that?
Basically, they're like a test kitchen, so they like make all sorts of food and like develop recipes and stuff. And I'm not sure how regularly it comes out. It might be like
It's like once a fortnight, once a month.
fortnightly or monthly or something. But it's their chef Claire, and she will take like popular like snack food or like sweet and try and recreate it like a gourmet version.
Okay, all right. I fuck with that. It's just one of those things where it's like really good sensory stuff to watch someone.
We're talking like gourmet Twinkies.
Yes.
Like, yeah, okay,
Literally,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
literally an episode. called
Yes,
Twinkies.
yeah.
Yeah, I fuck with that.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
And most of the episodes is her just like struggling
Well,
to try and get it
most
correct.
of the candy
Yeah.
episodes, like she generally struggles a lot, where it's just like sugar and like figuring out how to get like the right texture is like a big deal. But
Yeah,
she's
okay.
really good at like cakes and like cookies and that kind of stuff.
Okay,
She is kind of a baker.
okay, all right. Well, I can't bake for shit, so I feel like I'd learn something from that. It's one of my many weaknesses. I love that. Okay, good pick. And that's on YouTube.
Yep.
Is the channel Bon Appetit?
Yeah.
Okay, go check that shit out. Pat, what you got for me, boy?
Okay, so for about like art and culture and stuff, I'd say maybe Vox or like Vanity Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Vanity Fair does
Yeah.
these videos where actors break down their whole career.
Oh yeah,
They're
yeah,
really
yeah,
good,
yeah.
yeah.
Good shit.
Well, it depends on the
Good
actor.
shit.
Some of them
Yeah,
are
yeah.
Yeah.
garbage fires.
I saw one with Forrest Whitaker recently. That dude talks about acting in a way I've seen no one else talk about. He's very wise in that way. But yeah, stuff like that is just good to watch casually. If you want some like kind of, I don't know, some more profound stuff, YouTube as a medium has evolved a lot, and stuff that kind of puts you into this kind of mood, like stuff like Exerbia or Kurzgesagt are great for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'd be my picks.
Yeah.
More
on that
more
vein,
broadly about journalism, like YouTube journalism, like GQ is bringing out that kind of stuff all the time.
Yeah,
They're getting,
really
like,
high
like,
quality too.
yeah, Wired. All like, it's so weird. These outlets just bringing in these experts to go through popular culture examples of things that we see in everyday life, and they break them down, show you what's real and what isn't. And
like,
let's avail. Yeah,
Vox is a really good entry point, and then that's your gateway drug to then your
Yeah.
more obtuse stuff.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just to
definitely.
add on that, the linguistic breakdowns.
Yeah,
That's
that
kind of
makes
what
sense.
started. I think,
Yeah.
like, those trickled through the algorithm, and suddenly everyone's
honestly
watching like
brilliant.
why like Navi actors speak the way they do.
Yes.
Like,
So good. I think it's interesting that as a platform, as it grows and evolves, we're part of that ecosystem in our little pocket of it. But it seems to me that it's a gateway drug to get people to think critically and not educate themselves, but like it naturally makes you more educated consuming content like that is so well made. I don't know. I think maybe like that kind of stuff is probably going to save the world eventually. Like I think that's like long term.
Is this the channel that's like a stockbroker breaks down Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Like,
It-
all journalism
CBC
outlets are like
person breaks
yeah.
down World War Z and
They're all like bring these experts in to kind of go, like, here's how exactly.
Bella breaks down magic movies.
Yes, yeah. Now you see me. Now you see me. Too.
Also, why is now you
film that
now
should've
you
been
see me
called
too?
Now You Don't.
Are
Yeah.
we good?
Yeah.
You call it now you don't. Fuck.
Been watching that.
The point has been made.
Every week, once a week, every Friday, Pat. Every morning on a Friday morning, I watch that fucking Dan Harmon where he's like, "It should be now you don't." I was literally watching that in the living room before. I love that rant. It's on
Everyone
YouTube.
who was alive in the world thinking that.
Everyone except the people who published the fucking movie.
There were at least 5 people in that decision-making process.
There was 50.
That was
At least 5. I think I was
Four.
accurate.
it was absolutely an
That's
executive
you know what you
level
were right.
decision.
You were
like,
you were
Thank
still
you.
right. Yeah, you were definitely still right. Anyhow, it should be called Now You Don't.
We all agree.
If you're watching this now, pause this episode, go to YouTube, type in Dan Harmon, Now You See Me. Just enjoy.
So is that your favorite YouTube video? Do we
No,
not have
it's
to...
not.
Damn it.
That's just my favorite piece of content that exists.
I was just hoping we'd shave some minutes off this
listen,
episode.
That sounds like Adam's problem.
Again.
Ooh, he's gonna be so mad. Sorry, pal. What'd you got for me, Mads? What's your best web show / YouTuber?
Hot ones.
Hot
Oh,
ones. Good choice.
Sorry if I'm taking that out from someone else.
That's
No,
why Adam
you're
was
not.
going to say cold ones. So it's...
Oh, did I actually take it from you because I got a second?
No, you didn't. No.
Okay, good.
No, no.
Yeah.
No, we can pile up. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
No, hot
didn't,
ones.
though.
What more do you need to say?
It's real good.
It's a good one.
My favorite one is Billie Eilish. It's fucking hysterical.
Not a fan of her
I think my
stuff, but, like,
favorite is
uh,
what's his name? Gordon Ramsay, just because of the fucking lemon and lime
my
juice.
God.
It's just he's so aggressive with that juice.
my kids made me do this. Why am I here?
It's like, why do you have so much juice? What is it doing?
I do want to be in
What?
a position...
Why is your? I just,
No, like Aaron has a massive crush on the little chick from Game of Thrones, and she was on.
Oh,
it.
that's
Yeah,
a bit
yeah,
weird.
Macy Williams.
Yeah. We watched that episode. I
Is
think
that what you think?
3 days after we
Absolutely, yes.
met? I think.
Woof.
It was. Yes.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was explicitly telling
You were like, I fucking like this girl. I'm like, yeah, let's watch the Hot Ones episode.
You're just like, cool, man. Can you leave now? Like,
Hey, Aaron, have you seen that movie where she has a cell phone app where it's
oh
the
yeah.
dares. Yeah.
the social
And
media
she
one.
does all kinds of sexy, fun stuff.
I haven't seen that movie.
Go
that
see it.
that would be wrong.
Yeah.
No.
Wrong. That would be
weird, but
disgraceful
it's
and gets his wife.
Yeah. She rides a motorbike. Like, it's not that bad. I don't know. Like, there's lots of lady be into that. Anyhow, what do you got? Best YouTuber slash.
I got two.
That's
and
not
it's,
how this
and-
works.
I know, but
We do not have the
but,
runtime.
you know,
have to
but
pick
I know,
one.
yeah. It's gonna be 5 seconds each one. First of all, Historia Civilis has just like concluded their Julius Caesar arc. So go watch that if you enjoy ancient history and you
What's the channel name?
so Historia
All right.
Civilis Civil.
Thank you
word
for
I'm
picking
not
something
gonna
this is
remember.
obscure. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah. It's you know it's not entirely like historical battles recreated. Most of it is ancient Roman politics.
I was gonna say
During
give
the
me
time
that
of
sweet,
Caesar.
sweet politics.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's you know like what's great is now they're entering into the Alexander arc. So they're going to Alexander the Great. After
Okay.
like a hiatus of I think like 2 years, they're now revisiting Alexander because I think they didn't know where their channel was gonna go, and the Caesar ones took off more as they should.
Okay.
Really interesting. Second YouTuber, really quickly.
Not how this
Breaking the
works, but
rules.
yeah.
I know,
Right.
Mitten Squad. Mitten Squad, which is just
What?
a Mitten Squad.
Squad.
All one word. Mitten Squad does challenges within Fallout Bethesda games.
Is one of the challenges how to make a game that's written well?
The most.
It's one of the challenges being able to play it without it crashing.
I know. Yeah.
Do you guys
do
need
you
to
see
have
me
a
differently
conversation
now?
outside? Because
Exactly.
like, this is gonna be like, because, okay, but what
The
kind of
most
challenges?
the most recent video that Mitten Squad brought out, Paul from Mitten Squad brought out was can you beat Fallout New Vegas with only the Euclid's C-Ray finder?
You've sent me their videos before.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And
Is the answer no?
the answer is yes.
Didn't watch them, which is the right.
I watched the New Vegas ones he sent me.
Who invited you here? And
Gotta burn.
and
Yeah, okay.
so like I think that they're just goofy. They're goofy to watch. They're goofy to watch the mechanics kind of like fold back on one another
There's quite a few
Inception
channels
mechanics.
that do that for just like general games.
Yes.
I don't remember their names. There's one Swedish guy who does it for like Mario games. There's a guy who does it for just like general games.
Have you seen the Super
I
Mario
probably-
64?
Like without any coins.
Yeah.
collected
Well,
and
I-
stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah, stuff like that.
I like the Mario Odyssey without jumping one. I don't know who did that.
Yeah,
but
I
it's-
think that might have been
yeah,
this
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of thing.
That's
about,
like the kind of I get recommended that shit
yeah,
a lot.
stuff like that's always funny because it's just like he normally like he ends up just like breaking the game in so many fucking wild ways. He's
Yeah.
like, this is insane.
It's
Um,
I love shit.
Yeah, I love those
That
videos. They're really fun
esoteric-
to watch.
Yeah. Wow, this is like the
This is like the
densest,
most interesting.
nerdiest thing we've done in a long time.
Oh, it's about to get worse, dude. It's about
what-
to get worse.
What's your favorite YouTube show, Benjamin?
So there's this guy called Kit Boga. That's his YouTube name. It's also his Twitch name. And what he does is he's primarily a Twitch streamer, but he puts all his videos up on he puts like all his VODs up on YouTube. What he does is he scam baits.
So this
So-
has been going constantly in that house for
about
a couple
the whole
months now. Like,
So what's
Wait,
so
hang on.
so scam baiting.
Do we need to have an intervention? Like, what's happening?
So scam baiting is he will go online and he will find like obvious scams like, oh, call this number for support, or he'll put his phone number out so that it gets like fake phone numbers and stuff,
It's
so
just
that
that-
it gets.
It's that Simpsons episode where it's like, come to this place and you get a free boat, and it's just all the people
Yeah.
that have the parking
And-
tickets they haven't paid for.
And he'll ring them up, he'll get called by them, and he will just fuck with them for hours. Like, he'll put on voice changes, he'll pretend to be like an 80-year-old grandma, or
He's
he'll
really
pretend
good
to.
at the voice
He's
changes.
very good at the voice changes.
So like
Or
Gary
he'll-
Veach, but if he tried.
I don't know who that is, but the reason why I love this guy so
Are
much.
you talking about James Veach?
James Veach, fuck me.
So
yeah.
there's
Sorry.
so
Gary
the,
Veach
rea-
is a
the reason
games
why I love
designer.
Kit Boga, there's a lot of like scam baiting videos on YouTube, and a lot of them they're like, you know, they'll show what they're doing, and then at the end they'll be like, and then I reported them to the cops and blah blah blah, and you're like, yeah, okay, fair enough, they're doing a service or whatever. Kit Boga just fucks with them. All he does, he just fucks around with them.
He's got all this like weird shit. Like he's got a fake bank account website that he made, and he's got an extension to Google Chrome where he can like redeem like Google Play gift cards.
Yeah,
and it will say that they redeemed, but he just puts in a fake number.
he's so
and they get
like
so mad when he
Yeah.
clicks redeem.
he knows exactly what they're going to do at every step of the way. He's built just this plethora of tools that does nothing but infuriate them every step of the way.
Incredible.
So his fake bank account, a lot of the time they will try and like inspect Element to change what's displayed on the website, but his fake bank account has like an overlay over the whole thing.
So they try to like edit, they try to right click and go like
Dude.
edit the text, and it just doesn't work.
Wait, how though?
Which
What do you?
What kind of websites? Because like I
just
work in digital marketing, and I know that any website with an SSL you cannot like third party view.
no, it's literally so so the 90% of the time the scams how they work is you'll get a phone call, they'll say you need blah 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 money, give us blah blah blah, and they'll remote connect to his computer. And he'll have a VM, he'll have like a fake machine. And once they're into his computer, they can do anything. And they'll like, oh, can you
Yeah.
log into your bank on your computer? And he'll log into
Yeah,
his
but
fake
because
bank.
they're on his
And they'll just-
computer,
They're using
Right.
they use TeamViewer. Yeah. They're just using TeamViewer. So like he's got this fake machine
Wait,
which is always
while-
just filled with
While we're on that, can we just PSA? Do not install TeamViewer on your computer.
oh, it's a huge security flaw. Yeah.
Keep going.
But it's like he's got a notepad where, they'll always open Notepad to like give like instructions or like make a form that he needs to fill out. He has like a notepad that like 20% of the time a key will just enter twice. And then 8% of the time if they hit backspace, it'll just wipe the whole line. So they're entering
Dude!
So he's entering they'll be entering stuff in, they'll double letter and they'll hit escape and it'll wipe the whole line. And they'll just be and of course they're trying to stay in character and they'll just be like, oh, this is a very interesting computer you have here, and he'll be like, yes, it's my grandson's or blah blah blah, and it's
That's
so
amazing.
funny.
you guys need to get on this.
Oh
Yeah, I
he
need
has
to-
hundreds.
on at least 3 co-workers' computers. First day back next
He
year.
has hundreds of videos and they are so funny. Kit Boga. So he streams live and like he's got a current series going where he managed to bait a scammer for 36 total hours.
What?
Multiple days they kept calling him back and he kept just stringing them along.
Well, that's that's kind of a public service. Like that's 36
that's-
hours. They're not scamming someone else.
yeah, that's and there was a lot of his videos. He's like, if you know someone who can.
Wait a minute. This man, sat at the phone for 36 hours.
It was
No,
over
not
multiple
in a
days.
row, mate.
Right,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Okay, alright.
But yes, he did.
It's his job, Aaron. He's a YouTuber.
Yeah, no, they're so funny. Like
That sounds
he's
incredible.
so good.
That was the nerdiest thing you said to me in a long time. Mine is something fun and lighthearted.
Okay,
you
cool.
Animal. Mine is girlfriend reviews. If you haven't seen
Oh
girlfriend reviews,
yeah.
the conceit of the YouTube channel as it started was basically they don't review video games, they review what it's like living with someone who's playing those video games as the girlfriend.
As the girlfriend.
It started with Zelda
It's
because
so funny.
so the conceit of the channel is it started with Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild because when you hit the map option, it makes that like boom noise.
Makes a noise.
the
It
co-op
sounds like
tablet.
Facebook.
And it sounds like Facebook.
Yeah.
And so they had the idea to make a video about what it's like living with someone where you hear that fucking sound every 2 minutes. And then that became a channel. And it is honestly like the most wholesome shit ever. It's so every few episodes ends with her just like singing a song about the game Like, it's just my favorite thing. It's so fucking
It
wholesome.
reminds me a lot of Hey Ash, what you playing?
Yeah,
from
kinda.
back fucking years ago.
Absolutely.
It's
it's
just really good
It's
stuff, yeah.
delightful. It's well written. The guy so it's the girlfriend and her partner, and he used to work in like movie editing. So it's a lot of like cool office references and shit. Like it's really good. I highly recommend it. It makes me feel a bit less bad about the world that someone's making this content. Like, I really love it. Go check it out. Okay, best music album. This one is weird because we'll have such varying tastes in music. So we'll try and like blast through it because we're also going to put together a playlist that will be linked in the description, where everyone can send through 5 songs they want us to add to it. I'll send all y'all a link for that
Only
later.
5?
Only
Aw.
5. That was Adam's rule, not mine.
Okay. Because I told him to put 2 whole albums of music on it. And he went, 2 whole albums from the same band. And he went, no, that's against the rules.
He's like, we can't put that much Cat Empire on there. Cat Empire.
no.
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 They did not
2 whole
release 2
albums from
There's
1
a band
year.
that released 2 albums this year.
King Gizzard and the Lizard
Yes.
Wizard.
Spoiler
Okay.
for like
Anyway.
in the next 10 minutes or something.
We'll try and blow through these because mostly people just go and listen to it. They don't want to hear us talk about it too much. Okay, Laura, what's your best music album?
Caravan Palace Chronologic.
Okay.
So good.
It's just good electro
so
swing.
good.
Electro Swing. Love it. Pat, what you got?
I'm pretty late to the music game in general in my life. So the only thing I listened to this year was, what's it called?
You had one.
Pitfalls by Leprous.
Okay.
Yes.
What genre are we?
I don't know. It's like journey music.
Journey music.
The fuck does
Traveling tunes.
like
Sorry,
the,
what the fuck?
like the game? What are you talking about?
Like
Like
not like road trip music. Like
Okay.
as in it takes you on a
Oh,
journey of the
okay.
soul kind of
I was
thing.
like,
Ah.
I was like Journey the
So we're
band?
just being pretentious.
Like
Right,
Don't
right.
Stop Believing? Yeah.
So it's prog rock. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
You mean other Toto?
Wait, it's what? Sorry.
Prog rock.
Journey the band is just other Toto.
Prog rock.
Okay.
I
All right.
don't know
Go
what
home
it
and
is.
have an experience, my
Alright.
boy.
Yeah.
Progressive rock and roll.
Progressive
It's-
rock and roll.
You're gonna. That's where they do like a whole album, and it's like the story of like an elf traveling across a
Well, no, it's a
dangerous
concept
land.
album.
Not that kind of.
Sorry.
That's a
Well,
concept.
it's let's
Prog rock is like, how many wah pedals do you have?
10.
Right.
Not
At
enough.
At least 10. Okay, what you got, Maddie?
Wolfpack, live at Madison Square Garden.
Ooh, a live
Okay,
album.
a live album.
Okay.
It
Interesting
dropped
pick.
a couple of days ago. I think it's within the week.
Been bumped.
Wow.
Recency. Yeah, we get that a lot.
Straight in.
Yeah.
No, look, they're jazz funk musicians. They're all fucking. They've got masters and PhDs in musical theory, and they make really great
Ooh.
funk
Yeah.
music. And their albums have just been getting better and better the last 5 years, and this is sort of a culmination of that. And it's just really great live album. Like, it's a good display of what can be done on a stage, sort of like a stop making sense sort of a thing.
Okay.
Smart,
that makes
smart
total sense.
musicians.
Yeah, well, it's. I think live albums can go one of two ways. Either you go like, "Oh wow, this is garbage. Why am I listening to this?" Or,
Thanks for the bangers with some claps.
honestly,
No,
the-
well,
Some
because
yelling in the
they're
background.
all jazz nerds, so there's a whole lot of improvisation.
amazing.
Yeah,
okay, I
no,
love
it's,
that.
it's cool.
It's a drive-by shout-out. Things We Do at Night by Blue October is one of the best live albums of all time. Aaron, what's your
Album for me, Freddie Gibbs and Madlib, Bandana, 2019, rap, hip hop, awesome stuff. Made me
Really-
nostalgic for LA. Like,
I was gonna say it makes
Yeah.
me feel nostalgic for like a place that has never existed.
well, I mean,
know
like,
what I mean?
yeah, anything involving Madlib turns to gold. Like, it's
Absolutely.
just got the Midas touch in terms of sampling and sound.
It's the sample. I don't know how it's the sampling. It's just
Yeah,
it's some of the best music that exists. I
Yeah,
would think.
it's pretty. That's me.
Excellent, Ben.
King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, Enter the Rat's Nest.
Fucking
That was my choice. I had
shocking.
2 choices.
Yeah, what were the albums that you could have picked from?
Enter the Rat's Nest or Fishing for Fishies. They were the 2 options because they released 2 albums this year
It makes
because they
sense you
are
went for Rat's
an
Nest.
incredibly prolific band. They're like a psych rock band, except this album was just a grunge metal album because
really
they were
cool.
like, fuck it, we'll fucking do it.
Why not?
Fight us. Fishing for Fishies was like this cool, chill. This is my shout out. This cool,
Fishing for
chill,
Fishies is a jam,
kind of folk,
guys.
funk, sort of like very like environmentalist focused album. Enter the Rat's Nest was just like grunge metal, completely desperate environmentalist album. Enter the Rat's Nest was basically what happened when like Fishing for Fishies came out and nothing changed. And it has some fucking songs on it. Technically, it's kind of concept album where it kind of tells a story. There are some.
What do you
there-
mean, kind of? It's
No,
like
there is some Gizverse in there. We won't get
it's
into.
very concept.
There is some Gizverse stuff in there. There is sort of you can follow a trail through it. It's not as obvious as stuff like, fucking what's the robot? Fucking Vomit Comet Boy.
Yeah.
It's not as obnoxious as that, but I mean, it's just more Giz, and it's honestly one of like a fucking great album. Like, it's
look.
just so good.
So what are they up to? 5 years and 20 albums now?
So 2017 was like when they released like 5 albums in a year. Then they took a break, and then they did 2
Weird
albums
they
this
needed
year.
to lie down after.
They're
that,
up to
yeah.
about like 12 albums in 7 years.
Yeah,
I've-
it's sick. And it's
It's-
all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
That's what's crazy
And they
about it.
keep
It's all
changing
fucking
genre, and like no matter what they do, it's
They're
good.
good at it.
You're just
So
like,
there's
how are you pulling this off?
There's like 12 people in the collective, and 7 of them are songwriters or something, and the rest are studio musos.
Yeah,
I
there's
think is the paradigm.
there's about 12 at the most. Like the core group is about 7 of them. But yeah, like they're incredible.
Yeah, I was just waiting to I was like,
Yeah,
you guys
no, we're
do
just-
it's fine. You guys do the show. They're a really good band. Like
Yeah.
they're actually, yeah, I really
Nonagon
do.
Infinity is still their best album, but
Yes.
Okay,
we
we
will-
agree to
Have you seen them
disagree.
live?
It's fine.
I have not seen them live. I was going to see them this year,
Yeah,
but
we
their
wanted to,
tickets
but
their
they
tickets
sold
got
out.
sold out, and I didn't want to pay a scalper to see them. So
like 3 times
Oh,
my doing.
fuck.
Lately, and then
they were like they had a sideshow in Brisbane, but it
we were
just
playing
sold out
Frisbee
immediately.
during their laneway set. We were just stoned out of our fucking minds. We were just like, it's Giz!
Yeah,
It's Giz time! And
I-
we all spread out about 50 minutes and played some Frisbee and
That's-
danced to...
they're a band I need to see live.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you do.
Well, there you go. That's your birthday present.
Dude, if you can fucking pull it off, like they are popular.
I know some people. I can make it happen. Wow, that was a
Fucking
weird
David
flex.
over here.
Sorry, that was not
David
what I meant
over
to
here
do.
with his
Anyway.
connections.
He's networking.
He knows the door guy at the
Yeah.
zoo.
Right. Okay. Good. Yeah, I'll be able to get
was
into
the
the
wizard.
zoo.
I know the wizard of the lizard
Oh,
wizards.
weirdly, I know the lizard. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met. A long story.
I'm a fan of the Gizzard.
Fuck me. Okay, the best music album. It's not my. It's not my favorite. So I'm conflicted. I was talking with Pat about it before. Logic released a soundtrack to his novel, which is the weirdest thing that any human's ever done.
But he's a musician.
I know he's a rapper, but
So he's a
but it's-
musician who made a novel and then made an album
it's weirder
of the
than that.
novel.
He's a rapper who wrote a sci-fi novel, then released a folk indie rock album that accompanies the novel. So that was gonna be my choice because I was like, what a weird thing to do with your life.
Right.
And it's actually good.
It's actually.
But now he streams Call of Duty, so I'm kind of conflicted. The actual album I'm picking is the
At
Great
least he's not
Expanse.
streaming Fortnite.
We literally, Pat made that joke. We know that joke
Yeah.
in the car.
Okay,
Thanks
so
for
it's
coming
not
late
a
for the
funny
pod.
joke. All right,
Too
cool.
late. The audience, that was fresh for them, but not for
All right,
us.
I'm sure everyone at home was thinking that as well.
Sorry, guys.
Way to be the lowest common denominator,
Yeah,
bruh.
Jesus, Ben.
Nothing but original jokes here.
Brutal. My best album was The Great Expanse by Hilltop Hoods, according to Spotify.
Dude, if mine was according to Spotify, it would just be Monty
Honestly,
Python's
mine was
album.
also according to Spotify, so
Mine was Taylor Swift Lover.
Yes, Taylor Swift. Thank you.
Swizzle my bitch.
It's a good album.
It is.
Okay, Archer is not a great track. Okay,
I
wait
agree,
a minute.
but London Boy.
London, False God. How we feeling?
I love the jazzy intro. The rest
Yeah.
of the song can fuck off.
Poor. All right, Daylight. How we feeling? Daylight's pretty good.
Those 2 tracks at the end, they're like weird.
Dom is dying
it's
in the
nice
corner.
To make a friend.
It's all right, you can laugh.
Oh my god, look
It's
at
fine.
that. Okay, this is a chat we can have later.
Yeah, we can.
You have a list.
Wait a minute.
I
You're
saw
just
we were
like,
doing
alright.
that
No,
without
wait.
law.
Please don't make me talk about my love Taylor
We're-
Swift on camera.
We're
This was
bleeding
apparently gonna-
viewers, but I do need to. I do need to know what's your favorite track off that record.
Oh fuck.
London Boy, I'll take you riding on my scooter.
I need you to let me know. I have to go. Fucking really?
Hi, I'm David. This is going to
You
be the
ever lived
short
in London? I
segment.
lived
Yeah,
in London
yeah,
for
right.
a year. She's talking about like fucking drinking in Camden and all the stupid
Huh.
shit. I'm just like, ooh, my team.
It's just rich bitch white girl stuff. It's fine.
accurate.
I love it.
Have you met me?
Yes.
He's only just
3 hours ago.
Sorry, everyone again.
Anyway,
You're gonna get emails. He was like, "Who is this person? And can she come back?"
I'm gonna have to resign. Like, it's fine.
Hey, this is Maddie. I'm Aaron's booty call.
Yeah.
Nice to meet everyone.
Okay. Let's
Easy there.
best video game of
What?
best video game.
Okay.
It's the next. What do you mean? What? It's the next category.
I thought no,
We're still
it's
doing a show.
Oh
Yeah,
my
continue.
god.
Best video game of the year. This
Are we
is like
halfway through? Yeah,
yeah,
we're, like, more than
we're,
halfway through.
actually pretty close to the end. Best video game. This is the one that I think we'll probably spend a decent amount of time on. So it was like best video game and then best indie game. If you have the same game, it's fine. There is one good answer to the indie game one. Let's start with video game. What have you got, Laura? Hit me
Is
with
this a
it.
test?
I'm going.
Yes, it's a test.
Oh shit.
Anyone who gives the wrong answer is fired.
Okay, can I talk?
Yes, sorry.
I'm going with Pokemon Sword Shield.
The Pokemans. That's a
Ooh.
that's a
Look, I am-
controversial.
I'm
Solid
an
choice.
old-school
Solid choice.
JRPG fan. I gotta do it.
Okay. I
Uh,
respect your opinion,
but now David's gonna get something.
and I'm glad that you enjoyed that video game.
Do you like the kaiju mechanic? You like the big old.
I like that John Boyega was in it.
I do love that they brought back Fat Pikachu.
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
cute.
Gigantic.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
really
Pikachu
cute.
is,
Yeah. It's a Pokemon game.
It's more Pokemon.
Dynamax
a-
got banned in
which is a-
competitive play.
Which is a good.
Putting that out
is a
there.
good
That's what I that's
Yeah.
what I was saying.
Got
Like
banned by
Dynamax
Smogan.
is
Yeah,
the
Smogan
weird
banned it.
thing that they put into this
Yeah.
game.
It's not as good as Mega Evolutions. I'll just say that. Mega,
not.
Why-
Mega
why-
Evolutions
Big
are sick.
and get some.
They just get big, and
I
then
like-
moves get replaced
Yeah.
with worse versions.
It's dumb.
Yeah.
I liked when Charizard had fire ears.
Did you like it when they actually had like all the other Pokemon?
When they did the game properly and didn't cheap out, it's fine. Anyway, that's you're allowed to like it. I think it's a good game. A lot of people love.
I'm not a
It's-
Dexit person, by the way.
gave her permission. Thanks, man.
Yeah, it's. I'm trying to be as I'm trying to be as patronizing as I possibly can be. I just think we deserve better than Nintendo.
I'm just
it's
gonna
fine.
bring back all my weeb shit for next year. So.
Oh, actually, I'm really excited about that. Yeah. Okay, what do you got, Patrick?
I mean, yeah, like honorable mention of Pokemon for sure.
David's up here like, what the fuck are
No,
these
but
people?
like fuck that.
No,
game.
it's a good. Look.
No, white
It's
person, tell the two people of color in the room why they shouldn't like their media.
it's a good game. It's just not.
Is it?
It's just like it's poorly made and poorly. It's fine. Whatever.
No, actually,
Just like objectively, it's not great. I actually had a lot of fun with it. I like the
Yeah.
bit where you can feed the Pokemon curry. That was actually I really enjoyed.
What was your actual choice though? Let's get past this Pokemon shit.
Yeah.
This is dumb.
Oh, Rainbow Six.
So,
No, it didn't come out
Siege?
this year, but they.
But the game
released
that came
content
out like
for
4 years ago.
it. They're still releasing content. I don't. Play,
They are still
I
releasing
don't play
content.
video games.
You just play
Let me
Siege.
Full transparency. I play Siege to keep up with my friends from other places.
Okay.
That's fair.
They release shit for it constantly, and it's yeah.
I mean, I chose Warframe last year, which is a game that came out 6
God
years
damn it.
ago.
If you
So
pick
I
that
mean,
again, I'll be really mad at you.
no, I haven't. Don't worry.
Okay.
Kind of.
Is well, I mean, everyone loves Rainbow. Like, it's just a good game, really well made. So,
I kind of missed the single player though.
There was
what was the
player?
single player?
No, as in like the older games.
Oh, the old ones. I
Oh.
was
the
like,
other
yeah,
games, which
okay,
is
yeah.
single player.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not good at Sage, so I complain about it.
I'm not good either, but yeah.
It's fun.
None of my friends played either, so I have no reason to
kinda-
play it. Yeah.
Everyone stopped playing PUBG with me because I wasn't good enough. I feel like can't relate. It's fine. Maddie, what do you got?
Borderlands. Great series, great game. Borderlands, the pre-sequel sucked balls.
Yeah, it did.
Yep.
Yep, this is a good return to form. That's all I've really got to say about
Absolutely.
it. Everyone knows Borderlands.
Really good guns.
Billions of guns.
Billions.
It's a lot of
That
guns.
shoots other guns. The Rick
Yeah,
and Morty gun.
the gun when it runs out
It's
of
a
ammo,
Rick and Morty gun.
you throw the gun,
Yes, it is. Yes.
and it explodes. It's
Amazing.
just like I love this game.
Incredible. Aaron?
I got nothing. I was like,
What?
I looked forward to one game this
Could
year.
have just said Red Dead 2 on PC.
It's fine. You could have said
No.
Red Dead 2 again.
Nah,
No.
What do you got? Nothing?
Nothing. He already said he
this
got nothing.
this was a drought. This was
Oh.
a game drought.
Ouch.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Hasn't played AC Origin.
I see, yeah.
I don't need to.
It's fine. That's okay. You're allowed to not have one.
No. I got one that's technically made it up there, but we'll cover that in indie games.
Okay, that's
All right.
fine. Ben, what you got?
Death Stranding.
Whoa!
Stranding. Wow, what a surprise! This
Twist.
what a twist!
Twist
This
that you
game I
like-
really like.
Twist that you like
What?
the esoteric game that requires a lot of middle management.
Yeah, it's really fun.
It's
And-
so good.
And I haven't been able to talk about the ending. I
Oh, we're
really
gonna-
like
we'll
the
do a whole
ending.
pod about it. We'll do a
Yeah,
whole
I really
episode.
enjoyed it.
It's
Do
It's-
you
really
build a
good.
bridge? Is that the ending?
Dude, I built bridges
They
for
built
days.
a bridge to my heart.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just so good. I really liked it. And like I know like I enjoyed like the gameplay as well. Actually the Super Bunny Hop recently released a video about his experience with the
he
game.
is spot on every
And
single
he
count.
just go watch his video about Death Stranding. Even though I didn't do like a cross country bike trip, like it quite it's a really interesting like look at why Death Stranding is like so engaging.
For maybe the casual gamers in the room and in the audience, fuck are you talking about?
Death Stranding.
Yeah,
The-
hit me up. What you got?
The latest release from fucking incredible game.
Come on, he's made like 3 good ones.
Hideo Kojima.
Hideo Kojima
Okay,
recently
have you heard
kicked.
of Metal Gear?
Oh yeah.
Same dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, same
So the story is that Hideo Kojima is like he's a massive auteur and he would constantly blow out Konami's budgets with his games because he's just like I want full motion everything. I want all this. I want to build an engine from scratch.
Did
Like
you know
he's
that he once pitched them? I want a physics engine for sweat on my my nude women.
like he's
That
an,
was a whole
he's an
pitch he made.
absolute
A
nutcase.
visionary.
Very sexist
Yes.
as well. Just let's
And
not forget that.
there was a whole kerfuffle where he was going to make a Silent Hill game with Del Toro, as in Guillermo del Toro.
And Norman Reedus.
Oh,
And Norman Reedus.
Sorry.
So that was PT.
That was PT. The
So
demo.
PT was like a demo for that. And then some whole stuff happened with Konami and they gave him the boot. And he was like, all right, sure, no worries. I'm just going to take the entire development staff with me because they're all loyal to me. I'm going to make my own company and I'm going to make the most like asinine, esoteric, confusing video game where the only thing we're going to show people, the only footage from trailers we're going to show is that Norman Reedus is naked for a lot of it and he's got a baby.
And he's on a beach.
And he's
this
on a
was
beach.
backed by Sony.
And Sony was like, yeah.
What? That's Sony went. I
Yeah,
guess
that's a trailer I can get behind.
And so the game came out and it turns out that it's
Amazon.
the same thing except you're a delivery guy and it's Amazon
Amazon Prime.
one day
It's like-
delivery the game.
Yeah, you deliver
But it is
packages
so
and you manage your
engaging.
inventory. It's
In a post-apocalypse is what
In a
you've left out.
built around fetch quests.
So your job is it's a physics simulated game where you deliver packages across a blasted wasteland of America, and it's all about like balance and how you stack packages. There are kind of
autistic Tetris the game.
it really
It
is.
really
It
is.
punches all my buttons to be like now I feel
it's
so good.
like logistics the game and like
It's
and
so
the
good.
story is just so
Logistics of the
weird.
game is Factorio.
That's a good point. This is like that on drugs.
it's like
though.
Factoria if you had to carry everything on your
Yeah.
back.
It's so good. But then also worry about do you want to bring a ladder with you to cross in case you need
Yeah.
it? And then I bet it takes weight and places. And what if you come across a baddie? Do you have weapons with you? That needs to be somewhere in your body. Everything is physically simulated, and it is just an experience of the tedium of planning a route across this blasted wasteland is my favorite thing to do.
So do you level up and get like 2 more squares in your inventory?
No,
No,
because Norman
No,
Norman
you're
Reedus-
just
kind
you're
of.
just a
Yeah.
dude.
You can
Like
increase-
stronger.
No,
Well,
but
you
No.
can increase the amount of stuff you can carry by like
you
having,
can
like,
you can
some
equip
legs
like
that
different
make you
gear
carry-
that like
able to carry more weight.
yeah, like actually, but then you're
But then there's also
sacrificing
vehicles.
slots.
slots.
The thing about vehicles though is that like
You can't go up a mountain
Did
in
you
a
say
vehicle.
you're sacrificing slots to get yourself more slots?
But if you put on the exoskeleton, you're losing like your
you
hip
can't
slots.
put stuff on your hips anymore.
Because
you can
everything's
carry more
physically
stuff in your back, but you can't like attach.
So
it to
you're
your hips.
sacrificing slots to get more slots, is what you're telling me.
well to carry.
but it's
well,
a-
but it's
not
a different kind of slot.
It's not. It's a different kind.
Are you not following it?
So you've got so you've got
What-
extra
what is
small,
it-
you've
is
got
it too
small,
confusing?
You've got
So you can't
medium.
withdraw your pistol, but
So the thing is that like with the way that the thing works is that you have containers have like weights. So you can't carry a lot of like heavy stuff. But at the same time, if you have a lot of really light stuff, it will fill up all of the storage capacity and you'll just be like bumping into shit all the time.
It's a dream. It's a dream if you like that clicky clacky
And also
kinetic.
the story is
so
a
sold.
complete, just like
It's a
just
fever dream.
it's
wild.
fucking wild.
There's a character who has godlike powers, and he called him Higgs, like Higgs boson.
As in
anyway.
the God particle.
Whew.
Yeah.
And there's a guy who specializes in studying dead people, and he's called Dead Man. Anyway,
There's a lady who is working for a sort of another delivery company, and her name's just Fragile.
because the cargo. Anyhow, it's
She ends
really-
up being like one of the best characters in the fucking game. It's incredible. I love it.
Yeah, actually, it's extremely good. There's a lot. It's a good fucking video.
I'm
Also Norman
fragile,
Reedus.
but I'm not that fragile.
Mads
Yeah.
Mikkelsen's in it.
Mads.
If you wanted more reasons to play it, he
Mads,
plays
so much
probably.
Mads.
Dude with the eyes.
Yeah, dude, he's sick.
Oh,
he's so
good.
good.
He's shirtless twice, if that helps.
Norman Reedus is.
Shirtless a lot.
You
Shirtless a
can you
lot.
can make Norman Reedus shirtless on command if you want.
Pass.
Okay.
Mads there?
All right, yeah, Mads is shirtless a
What?
few times.
Okay, we've watched different seasons of The Walking Dead, clearly. Okay, my best video game was Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. This should be a shock to no one. I'm obsessed with Dark Souls.
Well, the Game Awards agreed with you.
It's a good video game, and I just can't get enough of that good parry action. I've got like 2 months of free time. I'm just gonna play that the whole time on the. It's so good. New Game Plus. I'm on New Game Plus at the moment. So
Right.
yeah,
Two
it's
pluses.
really good. I'm kind of obsessed. It's a better version of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. It's basically what it is. Anyhow, love it. Amazing. If you want to see me talk about it, we did an episode on it. Not gonna hop on it too much. Next category, best indie game. What you got, Laura?
So I actually shouted this one out on the Discord a while back. I'm going with Alt Frequencies. So this one's a really cool. So I played it on mobile. I think it's on PC as well. Basically, the conceit of it is you have a radio, so that takes the form of your phone, and you can browse channels, and you can record snippets of audio, and you can send them to people on the radio. The way that it plays out is it's kind of this political drama mystery type deal where you there's pirate channels and stuff, and this guy gives you this task to find the truth about this vote that's happening, and basically the vote is for this time loop to be put in place. The thing is, the gameplay loops approximately every 3 minutes.
It's so spooky. I love it.
It's
the one in the
great.
apartment? Isn't that that one?
The one in the apartment.
What?
What?
I saw it. Okay, probably not then. I saw a trailer for some game that's in an apartment with a guy. And his wife.
Yeah, I think I saw that trailer too. It's
Are you talking about Disco Elysium? No.
no, I don't think that game's out yet. I saw
Okay.
the trailer too on something.
But it's not that. It's a fucking sick concept
Yeah,
that
it's fully voice acted, and everything's all of the text is displayed on screen. It's got gesture navigation. It's got accessibility options. It's really inclusive, really good.
it's really good. Yeah. I played it we sent it to me and I played it that night, and honestly one of my
So good.
one of my favorite games. Also just sometimes a simple thing done really well. Yeah.
It's got a bit of a branching story. It doesn't really change what actually happens, but what's interesting is how the choices that you make kind of tweak the final outcome.
It's kind of in Telltale games where they're all about making choices in narrative and story. The choices you're really making are insular changes to
Yeah.
minor things
Yeah.
and relationships you're having with other people. And it's exactly that, and it works so well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, really enjoy
Really
it.
good. Absolutely recommend.
Big time, big fan. Pat?
I only played one indie game this year, which was Untitled Goose Game.
Fuck you. Well,
Hey.
that was what I had as well.
Good choice.
I mean,
It's the best video game that's ever been made.
Yeah. Metal Gear Goose. Exactly.
It's up there. It's
Yeah.
up there. It's up. I like being a goose. Do you like being a goose, Pat?
Yeah, it was alright.
It's real good.
It's alright. As if it's not
Fuck.
the greatest experience of
I
your
was
life.
looking for some backup. All right.
I spent $15 on it because I was like, all right, this is in the zeitgeist right now.
Dude, I bought it
Try
on
out,
release day. Day one.
I don't know. It's what I
It's a game.
It's a good game.
It's a game.
It's a good game.
I
I was
walked-
obviously being antithetical.
I
but yes.
walked into work the day after it came out, and one of my coworkers, like as I walked in, he gave me this look. He's like, "Hey Ben," I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Do you buy that Goose game?" And I was like, "You fucking got me."
I'm not trying to be a naysayer, but you literally told that anecdote on the Goose Game episode. I watched the.
Oh, did I?
I watched the pre-scrub last night, and I was like,
That's just a double one for you
It's
guys.
fresh to me.
Sorry.
We haven't.
Oh,
met
thank
yet.
you.
It's fresh to me.
Hopefully, it's fresh for an
funny.
audience member.
No, no.
Cool. It's probably fresh to Aaron.
"Hey, if this is your first episode, it's a fresh anecdote. It's really good though." But like,
So you were giving him shit on the assumption that someone has listened to your entire back catalog.
we don't put out that much stuff, so it didn't seem unreasonable. Yeah. Also, a lot of it's pretty bad, so I don't know. Like,
I don't
it's-
recommend a large portion of it.
Yeah, a
that's for
lot of
sure.
it, like probably like post 2017 is when it gets okay.
Post 2017.
That was when I came back from
Melbourne.
Melbourne the first time.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. There's definitely a.
There's a big
There's a-
cliff in quality.
Yes.
Yes. Goose Game's amazing. Pat's gone now, so I guess Maddie, what
Pat's
do you
just
got?
fucked off. Yeah.
Grizz.
Okay. The
Yeah.
is that
Please explain that game because I've
That's-
seen it so many places.
Okay, I'm gonna put it out there. Full disclosure: December 13th, 2018.
It's a year ago.
Wait, Adam, bleep that
That's good
day.
enough.
It came out this year. It's fine.
That's good enough.
Okay, I'm going with
I mean,
Grizz.
it was in the Game
So
Awards, so
It counts.
yeah. Okay, so Sad Girl goes through 5 stages of depression. It's an indie puzzler a la Limbo, anything by Playdead Studios, sort of the same mechanics, a lot of anti-grav stuff, underwater stuff. Just like there's 3 buttons. There's go, stop, interact, and heavy sort of thing. It is
right.
really basic. But it's so beautiful. Like, I mean, fuck. The artwork is just stunning. And then you realize that all of the music is modular and interactive. And the choruses, the harmonies, like, it's just stunning.
Yeah. For some reason I see it and I think it's a mobile game because I think I confuse
Totally.
not a mobile
But, like,
game.
Limbo
I-
looks like a mobile game, too.
I confuse it. Sorry, I confuse it. I think it's a rhythm game because I confuse it with like Cyrus or something, which is just like a very similarly
yeah.
aesthetic kind of rhythm game. Yeah, it looks really good.
No, but, like, it's just it's a fun, tricky little puzzler. And, you know, if
That
Playdead
sounds
aren't putting anything out this
right
year.
up my alley.
Honestly,
Well into puzzles.
I'm surprised you haven't played it, Laura.
The
Oh,
Steam
and
sale is
just
on.
Sad
You could just
Girl.
buy it.
and just Sad Girl, like, oh,
Yes.
she's me. Every time you level up, the whole world changes color. So you start on blue.
Oh my
because
god.
You know, it's the 5 stages of depression. So you go through like blue, red, green, yellow, whatever. and
Yeah,
it's
I need to get on this like, right now, huh?
do the thing for sure.
Yeah, amazing. Good sell. I like that. I should play it. It's on my. I think I own it. I bought it. I just never played
It's on
it.
the Switch as well, I think.
Is it?
The music is the big one.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe that's why I thought it was a rhythm game because just there was focus on music. Yeah.
Aaron.
Indie game Baba Is You by Hempuli. Yeah.
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 What was that meme tweet you saw?
What? I've never heard
It
of
is a lateral thinking puzzler where you over time become different assets of the like little pixel art puzzle map that you were involved in. The best way to experience this game is to play it.
What a great explanation.
yeah.
Okay. Way
and
to be vague, Aaron.
the idea is to get from point A to the goal, and you can do that in a variety of ways. And you end up. Baba is a little animal thing.
Little sheep.
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 Yeah, it's a sheep.
Yeah, it's a sheep.
You're a
He
sheep.
says Baba, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's a sheep.
Yeah.
I always thought he's a sheep.
Like Baba Black.
Have
Sheep.
you
Yeah,
guys not
okay.
thought that Baba is always is a sheep?
I thought it was
I
just
hadn't
a
thought about
thing.
that, but
It's
makes
a
sense.
sheep. It's just Baba.
Dude,
It's a sheep.
Holy
Yeah,
shit,
what
you
else would
struck
it
a
be?
nerve.
sorry, it's a fucking sheep.
What else would it be?
I don't know.
Animal. Buh.
Would you be upset if it wasn't? Like, if it was a
It doesn't
man,
like the
you'd be
thing is
"Fuck
like to
that."
me it doesn't matter. Like I'm like
No,
all
it
right,
doesn't.
Baba
Okay.
like Baba is you up until a certain point in the game where you're just
Right.
fucking anything else.
Yeah.
Like you could be fire or a wall, and then you have to make your way to the goal somehow.
Okay, then it's just
Um,
scribble notes. Yeah, yeah,
Please play this game. It's a
Okay.
very good game. It's my game of the year.
good. That's the one game. you
Wow.
played this year.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's the one game you played. Don't give him that much credit. Ben, what you got?
Mine's a little esoteric. It's a game called Hot Lava. So
Oh.
So this game is an interesting one that I'm gonna have to explain. So
You know, you guys can pick things that people know. You don't have to pick.
So let's go back to the year 19. No. So Counter-Strike. There's this thing that people do in Counter-Strike called KZ, and KZ is this type of map where the objective is to just get from point A to point B by like jumping through these like platforming puzzles. So it's like you start somewhere and you just have to jump and like climb up buildings and sort of, man, like my fucking half my
They're going
audience
to
is just
fuck.
disappear. Yeah, they're absolutely going to fuck. I'm going to keep explaining hot lava. So
I'm interested.
cool. Thank you. So jumping maps in games like Counter-Strike where it's you got to like climb a tower and you got to use like the weird mechanics of Counter-Strike to in most Source games to get to the objective.
You know, like bunny hopping and like
Yeah,
the
so stuff like bunny
Source movement
hopping.
type deal.
Yeah, so
Oh,
like
yeah.
bunny hopping and surfing, stuff like that. Hot lava.
It's faster if you're doing a thing
Yeah,
than
yeah.
just
Than just walking. So Hot Lava was made by the same people who made Don't Starve, which is a weird which is a weird pivot. And it's basically they were like, what if we take the movement mechanics of these jump maps and just make that the game?
So it's just min-maxing travel.
Yes.
And it's called
So-
hot lava because the floor is literally
Yeah, so the
lava.
joke
Yeah,
is that
well,
like you're in
yeah.
like these you're a little toy in like these big environments where it's just like you're in a school or you're in a
There's, like,
bedroom.
yeah, all
and
sorts
the
of like rulers and God knows.
Yeah,
what other, like,
and the floor is
paraphernalia.
lava, and it's just get from point A to point B as fast as you can, and that's just it. And it just scratches that itch, just scratches that. Like I have such a history of with games like Quake and Counter-Strike where it's really like little esoteric little movement mechanics where it's like, oh, if you jump and then hold the left move button and then move the mouse at like 3 degrees a second in the opposite direction of the direction you're holding, you'll move 10% faster. Like
Right, so is it strategy or is it just like spoofing glitches? Like, would you call it glitch the game or is it actual strategy?
Things like stuff like circle jumping in Quake, like that's kind of just like a quirk of the engine. In Hot Lava, they're basically saying this is how you move
They
around.
made
the map.
it into a mechanic.
They made-
they
yeah.
took these weird little bugs and glitches and they were like, this is how you move in this game.
Yeah.
Okay, so both.
Yeah, so it's the kind of thing where, like, in most other, like, you know, and like in Assassin's Creed, where it's like climbing up a building is just, you know, you run up to it and you hold the climb button, or you know, you sort of,
this is up.
yeah, this is the climb button.
my
Whereas,
fly.
you know, in like Quake, for example, when it's just like I want to get from here to there as fast as possible. There's no move fast button. It's I need to jump, strafe in the air, and then jump before I land, and then I need to link this up to gain speed so that I can get from A to B faster.
Is this PC or console?
This is on PC at the moment. Yeah,
Barely accessible.
it's not.
Oh, just
Yes,
as someone who didn't grow up playing games, like I don't have 20 years of just thumb to fall back on. Those kind of games are just
and it's-
nightmare.
Well, it's the kind of thing where I've played all of the jump maps on Counter-Strike and Quake and stuff, and when I picked up Hot Lava and I started playing it, I was expecting to have to relearn how to do all this stuff, but I found that when I played it, they added like a bunch of UI elements to sort of, I guess, like officialize that form of movement.
Oh, like there's little hints and stuff.
There's like meters that will build when you do the right thing, whereas in any other game it's a quirk of the engine. And I found that I was just naturally building these meters, and I was like, I don't know what I'm
20
doing.
years of thumb.
Yeah, and I guess for me that was why this game is so engaging, because it was like, oh, they've actually managed to just give an environment where I can just do this shit that I've done in like a whole bunch of other games, and it just feels natural.
Right, so it's so instinctive because you do have that experience
Yeah.
with it. Yeah, cool.
So that's why it's my favorite game. It was Hot Lava, David.
We
that
started
game.
with that.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
Aaron and Dave were fucking.
We had to. Anyhow, it was quick though. I was gonna do
He
Goose.
always is.
I was gonna do Goose Game, but Pat stole it. So instead, I'm gonna say Outer Wilds, which is
Oh yeah.
one
a
of
game I need to
the
play.
prettiest games. Outer Wilds is so hard to explain. It is just it's sort of it reminds me a lot of Dear Esther in some ways. It's this meditative sort of it's an exploration of like grief and loss, and it's like sci-fi and weird, and there's like time loops and shit. But honestly, like I haven't played a game this year that made me feel as many feels as that game did.
So what you're saying is I need to play.
It's exactly your kind of shit, dude. Like it's puzzle solving, but it's like every time you solve a puzzle, you feel an emotion, and then they
Oh
give you
no, that's the
dialogue.
worst kind of puzzle.
Outer Wilds?
How do I?
No, I'm
No,
not.
Outer Wilds.
Talking about Grizz under another name.
Honestly,
Yeah.
man, like I cried a lot in that game. Like it's just this beautiful exploration of like, they're not humans, but it's an exploration of like what it means to be alive and experience that sensation of losing something and then desperately trying to hold on to stuff that you know is going to go away. It's about transience and permanence, and it fucking cry every time. It's fine. It's a good game. Next category, because Pat stole Goose Game, which was rude. Laura, what you got for the best thing that wasn't made by Disney?
So
This is our. Sorry, quickly. I always cut you off because you're the first one cow off the rank. I wanted to say this is our bonus category. The reason.
Books.
We've
Sorry?
done books, honey. That was the first. That was like one.
No, we didn't have
we
books.
didn't do books.
There was no book
Because I said
category.
I was going to come back and talk about Robert Evans.
You guys can talk about books.
You
We don't
guys
have a
could-
book category.
If it's not made by Disney, you can do
I'm
it.
about to do a book.
You guys can do book. You can do book. Okay, I'll tell
We'll
you
do a
what.
bonus
This
category.
is a bonus
for
bonus.
those people who read in the audience. So just everyone but me.
Yeah.
Uh,
So okay, I tell you what. Tell me about your favorite book, and then with the best book, and then the thing that wasn't made by Disney.
Shit. No.
you've
Sorry, I put you
you've-
on the spot.
No, I
Okay,
think
best
if you
thing-
want to do a book, you can
Let's
do the
come
book.
back to books. Let's just start with the Disney thing.
information only by Aaron.
Yeah, because he's
Aaron.
useless.
God damn it, Aaron.
Mate, it was.
I
It's text on the internet. How did you misread it?
had 30 minutes to remember my year because that's when you told
Aaron.
me.
Jesus. Okay,
had
Laura,
one
what's
job.
the best thing that wasn't made by Disney?
Well, I was gonna pick a book for this.
Good.
That's good.
That's great. That's what we
Double
need right
whammy.
now.
Double points.
So I apologize. This is a
This
romance
is
novel.
no apologies needed.
Sensing a theme?
Look, I've gotten really into romance over the past couple years.
Don't look
guess.
at me, guys.
It's because you're so in love.
Aww.
You can be honest with this, Laura.
Hey, Maddie, you can come back anytime you want.
So this is an author that I discovered this year. She's really very good. Her female characters are like goals, honestly. So I picked the book that she released this year, which was Brazen and the Beast. So the author's name is Sarah McLean. Basically, this one stars a girl called Hattie, and she decides that because her dad won't give her control of his business, instead he's gonna, I think it's her younger brother who's kind of an idiot, who's gonna take the reins, and he's doing a shit job. So she's like, if I lose my virginity, maybe he will...
I'm sorry, what?
Maybe he will give me control of the business.
Oh, because she's no longer a valuable
Yes.
marriage prospect.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Feminist media, you guys. Every man in the room's like, what the fuck is she
No, I'm just like, I haven't had to. Sorry, it's like, we're like,
way off
Yeah,
guard.
yeah.
sorry, we're like an hour and a half
My
in.
hymen is the most valuable thing about me.
Yeah, I was like, we're an hour and a half in. I didn't expect to have to like consider like this late in the game. I'm like, okay, yep, yep.
Yeah, so,
Is okay. Keep
Please
going.
continue.
Sorry. Yep.
she goes to a brothel to get the deed done, but instead of that, she meets this mysterious man.
Yes. Did she fall in love?
Everyone's
His
just
name
kind of
is-
like,
Yeah, we were like, okay.
His name is Beast.
Is he tall, dark, and handsome?
Oh, yes.
I bet it is. He's a beast,
He's the
mate.
He
beast.
forms one of the bare knuckle bastards.
oh,
the-
fuck.
It's a lot of alliteration.
BKB.
We use the abbreviations here. Sorry.
Sorry, to his friends.
Sorry. Yeah.
Anyway, there are a bunch of siblings that they ended up on the streets at a young age and went and fought for money to survive.
Okay. This
This is turning into a.
I feel like
oh my
I'm.
lord.
but it's good.
Please.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Okay, good. Because like it sounds, I'm interested. I'm like, Laura. Afterwards, can you just tell us the whole book? Can you read it to me? Because I'm like, I need to know what happens. What happens with Beast? Anyhow, that's amazing. Good recommend. Pat, what you got?
Right, the Disney.
Disney thing.
Did the Spider-Man movie come out this year? The animated one? That was
What?
Disney.
Oh, it's
movie.
the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
Sony. Yeah,
that's
yeah,
So,
yeah, that
technically
did come out this year.
Sony.
Alright, well
It's-
then, yeah, I picked that one.
Good.
Because
Did that come out this year?
Powerful. It did. Yeah.
Really?
Wasn't it just like June?
Hang on.
What isn't it last year?
No, it was this year.
otherwise,
Spider-Man.
I don't know. Like everything's
Shit,
made
well,
by Disney. I
it's
don't
like
know.
my choice.
Drought.
Why did I not pick that for best
2019
movie?
lasted
Oh, it
for
was
5
2018,
years.
dog.
Was it?
Yeah. Get
If you
dunked
watched
on.
it this year, it counts.
That's not how this works.
Loosey goosey
Then let me
road.
have Grizz. I'll let you have that one.
Yeah. I
When did it
mean,
come out?
2018. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think late
That's fine.
2018.
Yeah.
Holiday season 2018.
Yeah, we'll give it to you.
I'll give it to you because I've already let
Yeah.
one go through the goalkeeper, but
We'll give it to you.
also it's a really good game. Movie even.
It's a fucking incredible.
It's really
film,
good.
It's wacky, dude. Like.
I really like it.
Yeah.
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 Better than anything. I was gonna say anything DC had made, but then I was like, I don't want to get death threats. I like that movie.
DC sucks balls. Fight me. I don't.
You can
have
send her
Twitter.
emails at
Maddie does not officially represent Digital and Creative Media Works. If you have
So DC
complaints,
films. So I'll make that clear.
if you have any complaints, please just keep them to yourselves. Literally every time we talk about BVS, I get an actual death threat. It's so much. Maddie, what's your favorite thing that wasn't made by Disney?
Well, now you put okay. Robert Evans is my favorite thing that wasn't made by Disney. He's a person.
Right,
He
counts.
he's on like 4 different podcasts. He released a book, and he's also a journalist. So he did a GoFundMe earlier this year to write a novel based on the rise of American fascism. So it's talking about how it's called The War on Everyone. WarOnEveryone.com. Robert Evans, love you. Please be my friend.
Please,
he's quite
please
pr-
tweet me back.
He's
Please open my DM.
quite pretty.
He
It's
looks
a
like
good photo.
Yeah,
He looks like
that top one on Google. I'm like, he's quite pretty.
Is
looks
that
like-
it's him in a war zone, and it's like grayscale?
Oh no, that's
that one.
No. I'm looking at him.
He looks like what's his name? Bloody boy who always goes to Japan.
Nick Robinson.
Nick Robinson. Yeah.
Oh, see that one. Look, this isn't a sexual thing. This is and it's rare that I say that. I
Did
mean, Stephen
you
Fry,
think
please be
that
my
we
boyfriend.
thought it was like?
No. Robert Evans, he's just someone I really fucking respect so much. He's got so much journalistic integrity, which is something really lacking in the industry. So he wrote a book called The War on Everyone. He did a GoFundMe, and he was like, I want like $5,000 to take 2 months off and just write this book on the rise of the American fascists. So
He made a bajillion
the first
dollars.
American Nazi movement was like 1955. It was barely a decade after Hitler died and World War II ended, and it's only grown since then. And it culminates in what he calls the Digital Reich, and it's really scary. Like, look, I don't have an Antifa tattoo. I'm not a radical, but like, it's a scary time to be alive, and he is staying around a lot of it. And it's really interesting. If you have Spotify, you can listen to it. There's a 7-part series on his Behind the Bastards podcast where he talks about the things you don't know about the worst people in history. So like, oh god, who's the fucking guy? It's not Saddam Hussein. It's the other one.
Data.
Osama bin Laden.
No, again.
No.
Stalin wrote like
Stalin.
Clit-lit.
I know a lot about Stalin.
Stalin wrote Clit-lit. Like he
Yeah,
was
he
writing
did.
romantic
It wasn't
books.
good though. I've read it.
It was awful. But like he's just talking about that weird shit. Like Hitler had IBS. Like
Oh, dude, the fucking half the
Well,
population
dude, I was
was
gonna
IBS.
say, like, as we, you know,
As
we
white
get,
boys
we get
ourselves.
that. We get
Yeah.
that.
yeah. So he just does like
We on the
Say we. No.
Sorry, no.
Sorry, no.
sorry.
Okay.
We're on the FODMAP now, boys.
Gonna have that shit.
But
Yeah.
Okay.
the thing that I want to shout out is Robert Evans. So you can see him on Behind the Bastards, Worst Year Ever, War on Everyone. He has a book called Brief History of Vice. Everything he does is incredible, and I'm a massive like super fan.
Amazing.
I've listened to a few episodes of Behind the Bastards just in my offhanded podcast, and it was pretty good. Yeah.
Incredible. Aaron?
My favorite thing that Disney hasn't made is lab-grown meat.
Have you eaten any?
I'm extremely excited for the future.
I just want to be extremely clear. This segment is not supposed to be a bit, but if it was, that would be a good bit. Go ahead.
Lab-grown meat.
Oh!
Are you serious? Why? Why would you do that?
Got him.
That was expensive
I
wine.
moved the mic.
Yeah.
To be fair,
You didn't move me.
Thank God.
there is like, you've missed a little on this side.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute.
It's a good look, though.
Lab-grown meat?
Yes.
Really? When?
The Hungry Jack's old burger.
What?
What are we talking? Okay, so your best thing that wasn't made by Disney was lab grown. You know, this is a show about media. I feel like that bears pointing out.
Media, right?
Media.
Oh, fuck off with your puns! Media, okay.
I've already had wine poured over my
Sorry,
head. There's
yeah, I
nothing
was
more
gonna say
that
at
you
this
can do
point,
to me.
how much worse
What?
can you get?
What more can you take away from me?
Yeah.
Lab-grown meat is my go-to.
we wanna move on? Just move on?
I just.
No, we're
Should we
living
just
this.
continue?
We're,
That
no,
we-
we're
we-
in this space.
We are
Okay.
living in the fucking future, people.
Alright,
We're
okay,
living in
alright.
science fiction
Yes,
times,
okay.
and trying to comprehend that is wild. We are growing things to eat in laboratories.
I fuck with lab meat.
Yeah.
It's better than
Everyone does.
Cows.
But what do you mean that's your pick?
Well, to be fair,
First
last
of all,
year,
Disney didn't make it.
last year, Laura's response to best surprise. Laura's response to best surprise of the year was the gay marriage vote. So like, this is pretty
on
par
brand
for
at
the
this
course.
point.
Yeah.
Pretty par for the course.
I think
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
happened
Always
is
one.
There's always one.
I think what's happened is the wording on my categories is not strict enough.
No, absolutely
really
not.
as the-
Absolutely,
You'll never
best thing
contain
not
us,
made
Dave.
by
As,
Disney.
as the showrunner, I kind of fucked up a few times in the past. This is one of them times. What I meant was media. Yeah. I meant, listen, babe. Listen, babe. I don't want to be that guy, but I think when I poured wine on your head for that thing about me, I might have.
I
been,
may have gone a
Hey,
step
yo,
too far.
Hey, listen.
I might have been yoking it up.
You made me. It's how you made me feel, and it's
Yeah.
a show. I was trying to be entertaining. I think I probably should have poured
I-
wine on your
Genuinely
head.
not something I do in real life. I'm sorry. I'm not
Honest-
an abusive girlfriend.
Honest to God,
It's like playing a game of Secret Hitler, and someone's like, "I'm not Hitler, I
Yeah.
swear."
Absolutely.
I cannot wait for them to start doing ridiculous shit with the lab-grown meat that they are
Yes.
producing. I can't wait for that veal
Ooh,
and
gross.
veal and pork.
I'm keen
mince
for the
to come
price
out.
to come down. I think that's the main.
That's
thing.
the main
Like
thing.
when the price, when it's
I don't
like,
think the price is gonna come down for a while.
economies
I
of
think
scale.
like the
Economies
like
of
the
scale,
the
yeah.
idea like just the creativity behind it.
like
you
the
know, what-
moment
what-
it's as cheap or even slightly more expensive than meat. Like I'm
We
done
probably need to
with
stop talking
swapping.
about it. A lot of viewers
And-
watch this when they eat
and
breakfast.
the wild
What's wrong
thing
with
is
meat?
Yeah, bacon's pigs.
but the wild thing is
Well,
that
it
we
is.
can
Like,
open
It is. Deal with it.
Eggs is gross.
That is a correct fact, Maddie.
I started this.
Into not the microphone. That is a correct fact.
I
Yes.
started this with a full bottle of wine.
I'm
sorry
impressed.
For everything.
we
Hey,
can
Aaron.
Yep.
Closing comment. Give me one sentence.
I know. We can like expand this to all the meat that is currently taboo.
Jesus.
Like
Okay.
everything.
Right, is that your sentence?
Everything.
All right.
Okay.
all the flesh.
We make shows about
Can I
media.
eat human?
Probably. Like
What are we
in
talking
time.
about?
It's gonna open up a market for boutique meat. Like
Alright.
like that's all it
Can I
is.
eat human?
Where that's the fuck that. Hey, don't worry about global warming. It's fine. We're segueing pretty hard out of that one.
Man, imagine me when like, oh, my favorite thing's the Outer Worlds. Oh, that's my favorite thing
What
not
was
made
your
by
favorite
Disney.
thing?
Outer Worlds.
Oh,
What?
Yeah, it wasn't made by Disney.
that's true.
Yeah, it was good.
It's
a good game. It's written really well. What's wrong with you people?
you just sound upset because his thing was so weird. You're like,
I know.
I feel like
how
you
do
have to
how do you
follow that
follow
up.
that?
Yeah,
Mine
yeah.
was just normal. Mine was just the
Yeah.
Outer Worlds.
Lab-grown meat was like 4 years ago, babe.
Can we stop talking about lab?
we gotta stop talking about
I
me.
agree.
People, we're losing viewers. Okay. Oh, listen. Okay. Outer Worlds is a very good video game. It's New Vegas light, but I still enjoyed it.
I really liked it.
It's really good and
I don't know
fun.
why
All
I'm
that-
getting ridiculed for
Also,
following
I-
the
Shoot
Meat
all of
Boy.
that anti-capitalist stuff. straight
Yeah,
to
that's
my
the main reason I
eyes.
like it.
Also, I like that
the
they.
anti-capitalist stuff's pretty fun.
Also, the fact that Pavati is like a 3D rendered character, like, is just a well considered version.
and
of
you can't fuck her.
inclusivity.
Yes.
Oh,
Thank
the
God.
We talked about this in our
Oh
episode.
my
Don't
God.
at me. Aaron's looking at me. He hates this. The fact that you can't romance her. 10 out of 10.
Or any of them, like it's
Yeah.
great.
It's
I
amazing.
love it.
It's
a good
Like,
reason
get that
not to
shit
do
out of here.
content
Let
at
them
all.
have their own relationships that are actually interesting.
Yeah. Anyhow,
You have to write a female character to just be her own thing.
Turns
Well,
out, like,
it's like you can do that in any game
It's an
where
option,
you can romance, and like that's the thing.
turns
It's like
out,
the first
about the person, not the content.
asexual gay character in any video game ever.
Yep.
Like, ever.
Asexual gay character.
Yes.
Yes.
yeah.
I work with someone who's ace and gay, so asexual
It's-
just means not interested in the act of
Mike.
sex, but also is
You're still
attracted to
you're still
one-
romantic, and you
one
can
of
still
the
be
other thing.
attracted to
So
someone.
yeah, aromantic would be
Aromantic gay,
a,
yeah.
a contradiction.
I just assumed ace, like if you're ace and gay, that implied that you didn't care which gender you had a relationship with.
No, you have relationships with people of the same gender. You just don't care for sex.
Right, so gay is more about who you're attracted to.
Ace is what you're into
Right.
in a very
So it's
loosey-goosey
like,
kind of way.
I like holding hands, but only with boys. Would be a
Yes.
straight ace person.
Or I only like holding hands with boys.
Yes.
Or a bi ace person would be like holding hands with everyone, but only holding hands.
Yes.
Don't touch my vajayjay.
Got very graphic very quickly. I did not. That was a weird educational segment.
Yeah, it was. It was good. We should do
Everyone,
more of it.
there might be people
Dude,
under
if
15 who are formative and wondering what's going on.
our the mean age of our audience is 35.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
They
Um,
might be confused.
They still may not know these boomers. Anyway, look, boomers.
35 is still millennial.
Is it?
Yes.
Someone said Zoomer to me that day. Like,
Zoomer is
died.
people younger
What's a
than us.
Zoomer?
Gen
What a-
Z.
what a
Gen
we-
Z.
what a
That's-
we.
It's
Are we-
boomer for Gen Z.
What are we?
We're millennials. We're the youngest
Ah,
millennials.
Gross. Anyway, I didn't have a thing.
We're the Zoomer millennials.
I didn't have a thing for this category.
Really?
What?
Yeah, it's blank. Look at my doc.
David,
it's
you
blank.
had one job,
It's blank.
and that was
David,
part of your one job.
Just pick something weird that you're into.
How about lab grown meat?
Let
Um,
me.
Take- Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Aaron.
I'm not copyrighted yet.
David is currently on YouTube
I'm just gonna,
scouring.
I'm gonna look at our channel and
Fortnite.
see what I like. It's
He's gonna
not
scroll
Fortnite.
through his channel.
I'm gonna see what we've covered. I think honestly, it's probably D says winging it very inconspicuously.
Adley, you better insert something in here.
Well, yeah, Adam, cut all this out.
Fucking like technical difficulties slide.
Like a 3 hours later.
Oh, they're all made by Disney
Is that
on
the
the
Doug
channel.
theme?
No, that's the Dan Harmon.
Oh,
It
right.
is. I think it might be Subnautica. Below
Really?
Zero,
Below
yeah.
Zero?
I think so.
Really?
It's really good. Have you played the latest update?
I haven't played the
It's
latest
even
update.
scarier somehow.
Okay.
It's extremely
it's-
good.
Yeah, I mean, Subnautica is good, and technically I could have used that as an excuse to talk about it again.
Also,
Um,
season 3, we did that episode.
okay,
Just saying.
thanks.
Anyway.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Look,
dude.
it's extremely good. I think it's one of those games that we've always loved. Subnautica, the
Yeah.
base game's amazing. Below Zero is them trying to foray into really being more of a AAA studio.
narrative driven as well.
Narrative driven. It's got voice acting, but what I'm seeing is also an evolution of the level design. It's not just hey, it's a story and it's spookier. It's like it's better to play, and that's a hard thing to articulate. But it's definitely like I keep going back every update just to see where they're going with it. I'm really enjoying it. That's my thing that wasn't made by Disney. That's the end of the episode. Does anyone want to shout out any books while we're at it
Thank
before
God.
we leave? Books.
So this year I've read Great Expectations, which is pretty well.
Pat,
I haven't read
from
it.
this year.
I'm in the middle of it. Yes, it is. It is
Mm.
very good. It is very funny, which I was not expecting. But yeah, that's great. And also Watchmen. That's a great comic.
So good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the show yet, but yeah.
Finish with the comic, then movie, then show.
yeah.
Yeah. Any of y'all got some books or anything else you want to shout out before we?
This idiot's making me read The Old Man and the Sea.
Ugh.
Yes.
You haven't finished it.
It's at least 40
You were enjoying it, but
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
It's we had to read that for class, didn't we?
We didn't know, but
Maybe
we
different
probably
class.
read it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
It's
yeah.
good.
It's a good book.
I read
I'll
David's
get
book.
there.
I read.
Oh yeah.
I read Maynard Trigg this year.
Yeah, do you want to plug it?
MaynardTrigg.com.
that?
Buy David's. This is David's book.
Who's David?
That David. This is his book.
This is good. Keep
It's-
going.
It's too.
Ask him where they can buy it.
We genuinely did meet about 3 hours ago, including the time of
it's
recording.
350 pages, except each page only has about
Can I have a free
100
copy?
words. Oh, I'm sure if you boozed him up enough, he'd give you a free signed
G'day,
copy.
mate.
Well,
Want a
there's-
shot?
There's 4 there.
You just take one.
Yeah, check me one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
Well,
you go.
don't.
Fuck yeah.
Free book. There it goes. There's
So
just a
my
red
favorite
line.
book of the year is Maynard.
Well, there goes
Maynard.
$25. We make a free show for the internet. It's fine.
Maynard trigonometry.
No. Do you want me to do this?
Adam, I'm so sorry.
MaynardTrig.com. Buy the book. If you are a Patreon subscriber, you get 30% off.
No, not even close.
No.
That's fine.
If you're mad, you get 100%.
Everything we do is funded by people that jump on Patreon and subscribe to us and get access to the additional content. Things like our post show, extra behind the scenes stuff, all kinds of different content that you can't get on our regular YouTube channel. It's literally why I can afford to do this. It's how we afford to keep the lights on. Really does help. Otherwise, yeah, my book, MaynardTrig.com. The best thing you can do for our show is just literally tell one person you think would enjoy it. That really is the thing to do. We appreciate the shit out of you guys watching and listening. Thank you all for joining me for this end of year podcast.
Happy
It's-
2020.
Merry
Yeah.
Christmas, everybody.
Or non-denominational holiday, whatever you're into.
Happy
It's-
festiveness.
It's been a...
Hindsight is 2020.
Oh,
Yeah, you're officially uninvited back. Yeah, it's been a big year. It's been our biggest year of growth ever. We've had some of the best community crop up around us, and we can afford to do more of this. It is what I want to do, and you guys make that happen. So I really appreciate it. Thank you all for being a part of this journey. We're gonna go have a few drinks and a barbecue to celebrate this year. We appreciate the shit out of all of you watching, listening, everyone who's been involved with our channel, our content. It really is the thing we love doing the most. Take care. Happy Christmas. Merry New Year's. Gotcha. See ya.
Hey everyone, Happy New Year. I meant to get this video out a lot earlier in the year, but now it is it's the 27th of January. Sorry about that. I really did mean to get this out earlier, so what can you do? I just wanted to quickly say thank you very much for making the latter half of my 2019 so interesting and so exciting. And that's both to you folks, the viewers, and a little bit more so to all the fantastic people in the Dcm.Works team. I'm so excited to be a part of this team and to be working on the stuff that we're working on right now. There are 3 videos in particular that are coming up in the next 2 or 3 months. That I'm just so excited about. There's one that I wrote with David that's just taken a fucking year to make. So that's gonna be pretty mad. Then there's another one which is an interview with the team that made a mod for Simpsons Hit and Run that just corrupts it in every possible way, and it's brilliant. And then there's another video about a particular writer, and I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying which writer it is yet, so I won't spoil it for you, but it's very good. I've read the script. It's gonna be absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I just wanted to say Happy New Year. Thank you so much for watching Dcm.Works. 2020 is gonna be a whole new year for us, not only as individuals, but as a team and for our content. Like right now, there is so much on top of those 3 videos that I just mentioned. There is so much that we're working on, and we're so excited to show you guys. So yeah, Happy New Year. A little bit late. Happy New Year. See you later, workers.
That took all my mental